takes off. The throw, he's saved. Fine play, excellent job. Well struck, just to tie the game. It is out of here. Great grab. Fine play, excellent job.
You'll get goosebumps and a whole lot more when the Phils host the Astros the weekend of April 13th, 14th, and 15th. Check out the great promotions and free gifts. Order now at Phillies.com.
Hit the road. It's the Chevy Spring Sales Event, where you'll get 0% APR, plus $1,000 bonus cash when you buy an '07 Cobalt. Plus, hit the road with confidence thanks to our 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. That's 0% APR, plus $1,000 bonus cash when you buy a Chevy Cobalt. Hurry, the Chevy Spring Sales Event ends April 3rd.
See for yourself. Shop and compare at ChevyShowcase.com.
It's on, even when the lights aren't.
It's on when there's an emergency.
It's on whenever I need it.
With Verizon, if the power suddenly goes out, your phone stays on, and that's important. And now, when you add high-speed internet and TV to Verizon's reliable phone service, you get all three together on one bill for one low price. So sign up today. Verizon, it's the network.
Move to the fourth spot. They flip-flop. Chase at second base. Pat Burrell left field batting fifth. Wes Helms third base hit sixth. Aaron Rowan center field batting seventh. Ron Barajas catching batting eighth. Brett Myers a pitcher hits ninth. They are facing soon-to-be 40 years young John Smoltz.
John Smoltz, with 35 starts last year, 232 innings, up among the league leaders in all those categories. A really durable guy after he's had that arm surgery, now back in the starting rotation after all those years as a premier closer in the league. Scouting report on him, he can still rush it up there. He has a good changeup. He'll throw a split a little bit, not the way he used to. Evidently throwing a lot of curveballs in spring training, and at 39, yeah, this guy's still a power pitcher.
Jimmy Rollins the first one to face him. J-Roll coming off an excellent spring. He's been a good lifetime hitter against Smoltz. 355 his career numbers against Smoltz with 2 home runs. One strike to Jimmy Rollins.
Chipper Jones is way up at third base. Jimmy doesn't bunt all that much, but they still cheat up there, as you see, and it gives him a chance to slap the ball by him.
1 ball and 1 strike. Smoltz, 7-time All-Star. Out of Lansing, Michigan. Lifetime, he's won 193 games, lost 137, and he saved 154. He was a closer for 4 years. Did he go? Field goes to third base umpire Marvin Hudson, who said no swing. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I think that's one of the stronger points. Is a check swing. Didn't go. Let him go all the way around, if you want to call it. That's
that time he did, and he's out on strikes.
That looked like a hard slider.
He does have a hard slider in or cutter. That ball was a ball, though, that when it left his hand, started on the inside, and JR almost having to move his legs to swing at the ball. Well, you have a lot of jitters. Everyone will, at least that first time up.
Here's Shane Victorino. Fastball at the knees for a strike. Pops a foul out of play. No balls and 2 strikes.
And one of the amazing things for Smoltz to come out of the bullpen and save the games that he did and the years, and then to go back and be a starter, it just shows you just how valuable this guy is. Sort of like Dick Nickersley did the same thing.
Well, he starts it out with 2 strikeouts of Rollins and Victorino. It'll bring up Ryan Howard. Ryan Howard gets a standing ovation for the sold-out crowd here at Citizens Bank Park. The reigning National League most valuable player.
Braves are going to use an overshift on him. 2-3 infielders on the second base side. Chipper Jones at third base is playing shortstop.
1 ball and no strikes.
How about Smoltz has come right out. You and I talked about in spring training. He's not going to throw a split a lot. He's throwing a lot in the first inning.
Well, he's did. He's struck Victorino out on that split.
Ground ball in the hole. He beats the shift, and Howard gets a base hit. He is a 2-out base runner. So the first hit of the 2007 season is off the bat of Ryan Howard.
Now, a lot of times, too, managers will flip-flop players. I know Mike Schmidt did that with me every now and then. And what it does is the hot guy, as in Utley, it ends up getting you better pitches, the guy that is hitting in front of him. As you know, Utley's been hot just about all of spring training, and doesn't matter where this second baseman hit. He's just a true hitter, and we call is a professional hitter.
Jay's hitting at .348 this spring. Knocked in 17 runs.
And Charlie said he's been thinking about doing it for a while, doing the flip-flop. You see what he did in spring training. And also he said, well, I'm going to get Ryan Howard up in the first inning no matter what. And here he comes up in the first inning, gets a base hit, keeps the inning alive for Chase.
Foul tip. The Lucky McDonald's Phillies home run jackpot contestant today is Christopher Fowler of Stanton, Delaware. The Phillies hit a home run this game. Christopher wins $100. Right now, only a McDonald's any size premium roast coffee, just 69 cents. 0-2 the count to Chase Utley. One ball and 2 strikes.
Well, Smoltz wanting the pitch, and anytime Smoltz wants it, you know Bobby Cox is going to be up. And
their first shot of Bobby Cox
he
yelling
doesn't
at
let
an
him
umpire.
rest. He never lets him rest.
Ground ball, second base. Johnson throws out Utley, and the Phillies are down here in the first. No runs, a hit, and 1 left. After 1, it's a 0-0 game.
When you offer your employees Independence Blue Cross, the most preferred health plan in the region, they'll never feel alone.
Hey man, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Fast is violent. Fast is gritty. Fast is explosive. This is the new Fast, the 438 horsepower hybrid. This is the pursuit of perfection.
60 days to get together with the family. 60 days to experience the final episodes of The Sopranos with Comcast Digital Cable and HBO free for 60 days. Get over 100 channels, plus start thousands of movies and shows anytime with On Demand. And watch The Sopranos in high def exclusively with HBO On Demand HD. Comcast Digital Cable and HBO free for 60 days when you subscribe to Standard Cable. Call now.
Get Goosebumps and a free Peanut Chews college t-shirt for fans 15 and over April 4th with college discounts in Hatfield Dollar Dogs. Order tickets now at Phillies.com.
Nothing game after 1. Well, tonight after the men's NCAA championship game here on CBS 3, join Larry Menti, Alicia Lane, Kathy Orr, and Beasley Reese for the debut of CBS 3 Eyewitness News from our new high-definition broadcast center. CBS 3 is moving ahead. Ryan McCann leads it off. The 23-year-old catcher just got a big multi-year contract by the Braves. They're very pleased with this young man. He's only 23, comes out of Atlanta. Coming off a year in which he hit .333, was an all-star last year, 24 homers and knocked in 93. Smokes this ball to dead center. Rowan backtracking, can't hang on. McCann will end up at second with a double. Rowan disgusted himself for not being able to hang on to that ball, but he had a long run for him, went directly to the ball, but just couldn't quite catch it.
The toughest play for center fielder is right at him. That ball that's hit that's right at him is real tough. You don't know which way to go. Rowan got a good jump on the ball and leaped. That's one of those plays where it either lands in your glove and you time it right, or it's a base hit. In this case, a double.
Here's Jeff Francoeur, big hat, no contact. Francoeur, another first-round pick of the Braves in the 2002 draft. He's also 23 years of age. A good spring, hitting at .309. He has not had success against Brett Myers. He was just 2 for 19 lifetime against Brett.
He swings it back too. He hardly ever takes a pitch. He doesn't walk very often, and he showed no signs of trying to get him over on those first 2 pitches.
Nothing into the count to Francoeur. He taps it out in front of the plate. On top of it is Barajas, holds the runner at second and throws out Francoeur. That's 1 down. He did not move the runner.
Well, that's one of the good things about having a slower runner at second base, Gary. A faster runner right there is going to read that ball right off the bat and break and get to third. McCann, being a catcher, doesn't run.
No, doesn't run. He's more of a hitter, and a good hitter at that. You want to try and hit that ball on the right side. Barajas jumping out of home plate. He's just looked better and better the more we've seen him so far in spring training and first game here.
Here's Scott Thorman, another Braves first-round pick. He was a first-round draft pick in the 2000 draft out of Canada.
He's going to take over for Adam LaRoche at first base. We saw a lot of this guy near the end of the season last year, and he can bomb. Big, strong hitter.
It's the ball well to the opposite field, but Burrow has a beat on it right at the rim of the warning track. Makes the catch. And that's 2 down here in the second. It'll bring on Ryan Langerhans.
And there's a base running coming into play right there where McCann can't advance to third on that little dribbler out in front of the plate, and the fly ball would have scored him. And now you have 2 outs of base open. You really don't even have to pitch to Langerhans if you don't want to.
Langerhans had a good spring, as you see, .360 with 3 home runs. But another one that has not hit Brett Myers well. 174 lifetime hitter against Brett. This lineup collectively for the Braves hitting just .217 against Brett Myers. And Brett jumps in front of Langerhans. No balls and 2 strikes. On the Toyota Major League scoreboard in the first inning, Florida has a 1-0 lead on Washington. Jacobs knocking in the Marlins run. Bouncing that one up there.
But Brett really likes that splitter. He's very confident with that pitch. He got a strike on the pitch before that. He went for the kill with it right there, trying to strike him out.
As long as he's keeping that ball down, you can see the tumbling action of the ball. Looks almost as if it's a fastball, and then goes out of the zone at the last minute. There it is.
Struck him out. 2 strikeouts for Myers. He survives a leadoff double. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the second. It's Phil's nothing, Atlanta nothing.
Tired of being nickel and dimed by other airlines?
Is this your first flight?
On Southwest Airlines, our leather seats, blankets, pillows, snacks, and smiles are always free.
You are now free to move about the country.
Introducing the all-new Ford Edge, the newest crossover to hit the American road. Hey, someday the music will be too loud. You'll be too tired, and you'll just want to stay home. Today is not that day. Life on the Edge is never dull. Lease an 07 Ford Edge SE all-wheel drive for $295 a month. Only at your Quality Plus Ford dealers.
I like to live on the edge.
Guys, is the pizza here? Honey?
Pizza's here.
Nobody can resist Pizza Hut's totally topped Lovers Pizzas. Right now, get your hands on a fully loaded medium meat lovers, veggie lovers, or any lovers pizza for just $9.99. Or go large for just $2 more. Want more toppings? Get America's favorite pizza, Pizza Hut.
Don't forget to order a side of wings with all your Pizza Hut orders.
Well, even though the season's underway, you still can get it on a ticket package. These season ticket plans are appropriately prorated for any missed games. Plan options including full season, a variety of partial plans. Get great seating locations, exclusive benefits, postseason ticket options. For information on season tickets, call 215-463-5000, or you can order online at Phillies.com. Bottom of the second of a 0-0 game. Pat Burrell will lead it off for the Phils. Burrell came on toward the end of spring training. Hitting homers in each of the last 2 spring games. 5 home runs for the spring. Burrell chases. 1 strike.
Well, Pat Burrell has a lot of trouble with Smoltz. You can see his mindset there was hit a first ball fastball, and he got a slider.
Well, lifetime against Smoltz, just 1 for 23 with 12 strikeouts. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Burrell today having a great BP session before the game started, hitting balls left field, right field. Started to launch a few as well.
How's this one down the first base side?
Well, you've talked about it lately, Gary. That's a pronounced crouch he's in right now, too. You know, he really has flex in his knees. Used to be a guy that stood up straight and trying to do a few different things.
He's having a little flex in his knees, and that shoulder still needs to go towards Smoltz.
That's easier said than done.
Oh, most of the pitchers these days, they don't really throw in. You don't have to worry about that pitch getting knocked down in the dirt with no balls and 2 strikes.
Smoltz has never been a guy that comes after you that way either.
Well, he committed, and that's the 3rd strikeout for John Smoltz. Beasley Reese of CBS 3 is with us. The Beezer is at Harry DeKay's. Beasley.
All right, thanks a lot, Harry. One of the best places in the ballpark to see a game is right here. They've made a lot of changes. All-you-can-eat wings on Wednesdays. They added a filet mignon. Of course, you know you can always get a Schmitter. And you see here a group of Philly fans just having a great time eating some good food. So check out Harry DeKay's. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Beasley. And Wes Helms, the batter.
That looked pretty good.
Helms had a real good spring. Offs this ball in the air to shallow right field. Francoeur coming on, but second baseman Kelly Johnson goes out to make the play.
Pattern right now with Smoltz as a fastball, but he started with a slider. Looks like he's throwing splits to left-handed batters and a lot of sliders to the right-handed hitters. At least that's a pattern early in the game.
Well, he'll throw the slider, especially with the guys that he knows that are aggressive, and to get them to do just what they did, more so check swing and not have a good swing at the ball.
See Roger McDowell there, the pitching coach, 2nd year for Roger after Leo Mazzoni was here for so long. Here's Roger McDowell. He's loose.
Here's Aaron Rowan hitting a 171. 171 this spring. Did not have a good spring, but he had a lot of tough luck. Jams in and he fists one towards short. Tough play. That's going to be an infield single. Well, after hitting in buzzers a lot all spring, Aaron Rowan will take that one. An infield hit. He got jammed badly, but starts the season, the regular season, batting 1,000.
That ball was just in on his hands. I'm sure that Rowan would take that more else by his knuckles. Actually hit the ground and kind of checked up a little bit. Went to Rhea, not able to throw the ball to first.
Like a lob wedge.
Put a little spin on it.
That did. Hey, most opening days you'd be down here with bees in your hands. But, you know, on a day, it's not too bad here today. It's beautiful.
Here's Ron Barajas.
I mean, that would have hurt on a lot of days.
It may not have gone as far. The pitcher might have been catching that one.
Barajas had a cut, fouled it back, 1 strike. Coming over from the Texas Rangers as a free agent. At 256 at Texas last year. 11 homers, 41 RBIs. A real good spring for the Phils.
It looks to be pretty good defensively. Blocking balls. Throws to any bases. Not afraid to throw to any of the bases, which advantage Phillies when it comes to that.
Mile high pop fly into shallow right. Francoeur comes on and makes the catch, and that'll be all for the Phils in the second. No runs, 1 hit and 1 left. After 2, 0-0 game.
No more toys.
Dog food, 15 points. Carpet cleaner, 5 points. Your total is 20 points. You are 2 points away from a flat screen TV.
Go get the toy.
With Citizens Bank Rewards, you earn everyday points toward rewards by using your debit card. Redeemable for gift cards, merchandise, and special rates on banking products. Only at Citizens Bank.
It's time to hit the road during the Chevy Spring Sales event, where you'll get 0% APR, plus $1,000 bonus cash on our best-selling car, truck, SUV, and more. Plus, hit the road with confidence thanks to our 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. It's the final days for 0% APR plus $1,000 bonus cash. It all ends Tuesday at the Chevy Spring Sales event.
See for yourself. Shop and compare at ChevyShowcase.com.
CBS program in color.
To move ahead, we are. And you haven't seen anything like it. Tonight, you will. We are the most innovative, advanced, energized television station in your town. We are CBS 3. We are moving ahead.
Time now for the Dodge Stump the Fans trivia question. Log on to Phillies.com. Go to the fan forum section for all the information. Please submit your answer on the subject line. Today's question: who holds the Phillies record for most wins by a pitcher on opening day? The answer and winner will be revealed in the 7th inning. John Smoltz will lead it off for Atlanta. Smoltz lifetime a 166 hitter. In his career, he's hit 5 home runs. It's been a while since he hit one. His last home run was back in '99. Bouncing ball, third base. Helms throws out Smoltz. 1 out on 1 pitch here in the 3rd. And it'll bring up Kelly Johnson. So both pitchers off to a good start, Myers and Smoltz.
Check out Kelly Johnson. See, He's not a leadoff guy throughout his career. Been an outfielder, now a second baseman leading off. Watch his leadoff technique when the pitcher makes an out like that. You want them to hang around that on-deck circle for a while. May not seem like much, but you know, you don't want him running right up there and hitting, and he did. He just hung around there. Now he's just going to get in the box as Smoltz makes it to the dugout.
Usually they'll take the first pitch.
Which he does, and it's high. 1 ball and no strikes.
We saw this guy break in a few years ago as an outfielder, and he could swing the bat. Then he hurt his elbow, missed all of last year. And now he's their second baseman with Giles gone to San Diego.
High pop fly into shallow left. Pat Burrell is there. And that's 2 down.
Well, on Wednesday night, the Phils and the Braves, the second game of the season, second game of this series, and it's college opening night. You get that free red college t-shirt promoting college opening night 2007. For fans 15 and over, compliments of peanut chews. It's a fun night. Hatfield, Phillies, Frank's Dollar Dog Night. Always watch people stuffing themselves with those. You can order online at Phillies.com. That's a college night on Wednesday.
Edgar Renteria flied out to left his first time up, fouls off a pitch. Two quick strikes to Renteria. High with it, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Boy, Brett's really been under control today with his delivery, release point. That might be the first pitch he's really overthrown, and it looked like he was just trying to throw it real hard.
Beaten foul, still a ball and 2 strikes. Wednesday night, Cole Hamels goes for the Phils against Tim Hudson for Atlanta. Thursday, in our first Citizens Bank Business Person Special, will be Adam Eaton against Chuck James. Pops it up, foul. It's going to come back and out of play. He rose behind the Phillies dugout. Renteria stays alive at 1 and 2.
There's Cole Hamels. Pitching game number 2 here, college night on Wednesday night.
Renteria beats another foul, spoiling some good pitches. Stays alive at 1 and 2.
Real good pitch by Myers, breaking away from him. Looked as if it might have been a hard slider or a cutter breaking away.
That cutter's become a good weapon for him too the last couple of years.
High pop fly into shallow center field. Rollins goes out. J-Roll puts it away. 1-2-3 inning for Brett Myers. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. We go to the bottom half of the 3rd inning. It's a 0-0 game.
I get my TV, internet, and phone from Verizon. They really get what everyone in my house needs.
I get tons of channels, so there's always a movie on I want to watch.
I can call everybody to thank them for the shower gifts and not worry about the cost.
Planning my vacation is so easy.
Whatever you do, the new Verizon Triple Freedom has you covered. It's the best package of phone, high-speed internet, and TV we've ever offered. All on one bill for $99.99 a month.
Sending pictures of the kids is a no-brainer with my high-speed internet.
I can destroy all my opponents.
Call 1-877-898-7475 to get Verizon's unlimited calling with 3 calling features plus high-speed internet. All topped off with 100% digital quality TV for $99.99 a month. That's 1-877-898-7475.
I can call my friends all over the place and brag about my bargains.
Phone, broadband, TV. Verizon.
You've never driven anything like it. The Nissan Murano. Seamless, efficient acceleration from its CVT transmission. You've never seen anything like it. SUV versatility, 5-star safety rating in one beautiful package. Lease the Nissan Murano for just $299 a month. Feel it, see it, believe it. At your Nissan dealer now.
Phillies baseball is brought to you by Nissan and your local Nissan dealers. By Budweiser, born in America, enjoyed around the world. This is Budweiser, this is beer. And by Dodge, to get anywhere, you have to grab life by the horn. Brett Myers leads off for the Phils here in the third. Myers, a lifetime 129 hitter, and nothing game here in the bottom of the third. One strike to Myers. John Smoltz has really struggled in opening day assignments. Well, he's certainly not struggling here this afternoon. He's had 3 previous opening day starts. He's 0-3 with a 7.71 ERA. But he has been very sharp here today.
Throwing a lot of pitches down by the knees. Has that split working. Fastball. He's been getting ahead of most of the hitters at first pitch.
And he's disposed of Brett Myers for his 4th strikeout of the game. 1 down here in the third. Gonna bring on Jimmy Rollins. He struck out his first time up.
Talk about opening day jitters, Gary. You know, that first at bat, the adrenaline pumping. You start to settle down a little bit.
Oh, after that first at bat or the first pitch, once you're up there, you have a tendency to relax a little bit. JR the first time swinging at that pitch. Haven't seen that in a long time.
Down and in, 1 ball and no strikes to Rollins.
Jimmy has really cut down on his strikeouts over the last couple of years. He didn't strike out hardly at all during spring training.
That splitter he chases. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Difference is this John Smoltz out there, and it's time to get serious.
Right. Well, you have the adrenaline flowing once the season starts. Sometimes it can be a little bit too much for players where they're trying to do a little too much.
Fastball on the outside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
He's gotten it up to
his
90.
Fastball, yeah, 94, 95.
Yeah, he's still gotten it up there, Harry. He still has velocity. 33 total pitches, no walks, and 4 strikeouts.
Inside with it, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, that was part of our keys, or our pitching summary on him, is that he's still a power pitcher. There he is as a starter, career-wise.
And no one has won more postseason games than has John Smoltz. Smoltz has won 13 postseason games.
Look at what he's done in relief as a starter. This guy's a Hall of Famer. The only other guy that's done what he's done is Dennis Eckersley, and he's in as a starter and a reliever.
Gets J-Roll again, this time again with a split, and that's 5 strikeouts for Smoltz. 2 down here in the third.
I see that ball actually just sinking down. Smoltz is a smart pitcher. He'll throw it harder than the first time, and very difficult to time as a pitcher. You can see JR just a little bit off balance in the way that he has been swinging over the past few games.
Well, every report they have on him, too, is he's not throwing the split that much during spring training. What's it mean? Nothing.
Victorino swings and misses. He struck out his first time up. Means he's going to use it about half the time, which he's done so far here today. This is tapped right back at Smoltz, and it's going to be a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. Chris Wheeler has play-by-play for you in the 4th after 3 and nothing game.
Before you order your next beer, consider this. Budweiser still goes to the expense of Beechwood aging, an original old world style of lagering. And Budweiser cares enough to own and maintain world-renowned hop farms. A perfect choice in every corner bar, in every corner of the world. Reach for the perfect balance of flavor and refreshment. Budweiser. Open up a world of taste.
Introducing the all-new Dodge Avenger. The all-new Dodge Avenger. It's a natural performer.
The phenomenon you are about to experience has no explanation
It's human blood, the whole damn river.
and no warning.
Folks are worried that this is a plague.
As an Old Testament plague?
10 plagues, 10 scientific explanations.
We need to evacuate this town.
It's too late for that.
The Reaping.
Some folks just don't want to go to heaven.
Rated R. Starts Thursday, April 5th.
Expected good pitching here this afternoon with John Smoltz and Brett Myers. Boy, it sure has been. Atlanta with a 1 hit. Phillies with a couple. Both of them piling up some strikeouts. Good command of their pitches. And just dominating here on this gorgeous afternoon. The Braves are at the heart of their lineup. 3, 4, 5. That's Chipper Jones, Andrew Jones, and Brian McCann. They'll go left, right, left. Face Brett. He walked Chipper Jones his first time up. 2 base runners so far. The walk of Chipper Jones and the double off the glove of Aaron Rowan in center field by Brian McCann.
I have a lot of fans booing Chipper. A lot of times when the fans boo players, it really does get them going. I mean, just ask Pete Rose that.
Right. Yeah, they hoot on Chipper a lot here. It really bothers you. Outside ball 1 ball and no strikes. They like to yell that Larry at him. His real name, of course, is Larry Wayne. And Brett misses away. Both Brett Myers and Chipper Jones are from Jacksonville, Florida. They know each other very well. And right now, Brett has walked him and run a 2-0 count. The second at bat. 3-0. He's trying to stay away from him. Keeps missing.
This might be a situation now that the game's going on. We're in the top of the 4th, where Chipper might be swinging 3-0. So Myers just doesn't want to just lob it in there just to get a strike.
Yeah, first at bat, he just stood there 3-0. This time he looked like he might be thinking about it, but he walks him on 4 pitches on this beautiful afternoon. Let's head out to Ashburn Alley and Beasley Reese. Beazer.
All right, thanks a lot, guys. I'm at Planet Hoagie, and the vendors here every season, they try to bring you something a little new and fresh. Take a look at what they got going on. The new grilled chicken Italiano, sharp provolone, broccoli rabe, and for the heart smart folks, you got a new veggie option here at Planet Hoagie. So when you come down, you can have it all.
And it is fun out there. You see all the people bunched out on Ashburn Alley with Beasley Reese amongst them. Out at Planet Hoagie. And 6 straight balls here. Now that, by Myers' body language, he thought that was a strike. It was not called a strike. And it's 2-0 now to Andrew. Popped to short his first time up. Chipper Jones with a leadoff walk here in the 4th inning. Popped up again. This one's also playable. Wes Helms, a third baseman. And 1 out. So we got Andrew Jones to hit one way up in the air on that 2-0 count.
Well, you know what Andrew Jones was doing. He's trying to hit that ball out of the ballpark. Doesn't hit for the high average anymore. Everything else about his game, however, from the power, driving in runs, excellent defense.
Changed his stance last year too, and he's really spread out. He doesn't strike out and go into slumps the way that he used to. It was amazing the offers that guy could take with all that ability. Here's a guy who didn't take a whole lot of offers last year. Brian McCann, the Silver Slugger Award at his position behind the plate. Hit 24 home runs, knocked in 93 as a rookie. Hit .333. Harry mentioned his first time up, he's just signed a long-term deal with the Braves. And they are building around this guy and Jeff Francoeur. Hit deep to right field. It's gonna go. Home run by Brian McCann. The pitch was down and in, and he ripped it out of here. First home run for either ball club in the 2007 season, and it's 2-0 Atlanta.
Wow. But if you're in that right field seat, you need to look out. This ball was hit out there like a laser. It didn't take very long for the ball to get out. It was just a matter of whether or not it was going to be up enough.
And it looked like a breaking ball, and he got it down and in, and that's a happy zone for a left-handed hitter.
Oh, you can hear how loud it sounded from, I mean, anywhere in the ballpark.
Well, that guy's for real. Francoeur fouls it off. You could see last year what a heck of a player he's going to be, and they rewarded him for it.
Well, let's face it. I mean, over the last years of the Atlanta Braves, they say they're going through rebuilding. I mean, when does that happen?
Yeah, they've been reloading. And a hanger fouled back there by Francoeur. They've done a tremendous job with guys out of their farm system like McCann and Francoeur.
Well, you have a left-handed hitting catcher driving in runs, hitting home runs. That ain't bad enough. He's hitting .333.
Outside. Then the leadoff walk, then a pop-up, and then the home run by McCann. It's 2-0 Atlanta.
I'm going to try and maybe pitch him up a little. That ball down and in doesn't seems to fit for his liking.
Francoeur fouls it off right side, out of play. That was just the second hit in the ball game for the Atlanta Braves. It turns into a home run. Phillies have 2 hits.
And Brian has both of theirs, double and a home run, on his way to the cycle.
High in the air to left center field and playable. Pat Burrell the call, and 2 outs.
You can just see his setup even from here. Slow feet that I talk about all the time, almost not even lifting it up, generates a lot of power. There's a fan. You can get balls no matter where you're sitting. That happened to be in the front row.
Yeah, the only way that's staying in the yard, as you said, is if it's a little lower. That was a bullet. Here's Scott Thorman, the first baseman. He flied out to Pat Burrell his first time up. Breaking ball. Brett gets that one over for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Sometimes, Chris, pitchers, they'll get out and get into a certain pattern, forget about some of their other pitches, and just want to really go right at you.
High fastball.
You want to be up and down and not come too predictable on throwing. You like to throw first strikes, but you got to mix it up. Throw a breaking ball every now and then, a fastball.
See McCann over there talking to John Smoltz. He got him a lead. Now it's time to go back behind the plate and work the pitcher.
Now the Braves have so many of the different left-handed hitters. Terry Pendleton, their hitting coach, hits from both sides. There's a shot of him.
Some switch hitter was Terry Pendleton. Next pitch to Thorman struck him out, and that'll end the inning with the walk and the 2-run home run by Brian McCann. Phillies have the heart of their order coming up. There they are. Trail 2-0.
My truck better be able to tow.
Whatever I throw at it.
Tow my boat. Uphill.
Downhill.
Without burning up the brakes. We asked the guys who use trucks to help build ours and got an available 381 horsepower V8 with standard towing capacity of over 10,000 pounds and among the largest front brake rotors in its class.
Stop on a dime.
The all-new, assembled in America Toyota Tundra. The truck that's changing it all. Get one at a great price.
Better have a lot of pickup.
Now at your Toyota dealer.
You know, the weather here is so warm.
I mean, between the heat and the kids playing, yeah, we definitely get some bare spots.
We have long, hot summers. The lawn takes a beating.
Yeah, even with reseeding, it's tough to keep the lawn looking good.
Introducing Scott's Reseed Supreme, a unique blend of tall fescue and Scott's thermal blue grass seed. It thrives in hot, dry conditions, grows 33% thicker, and spreads continually into thin and bare spots.
33% thicker in this heat? That's pretty cool.
New Reseed Supreme, only from Scott's.
The Jeep Grand Cherokee. Sleek and stable. Secure and able. Swift and savvy. Sounds like your style. Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Now get a 2007 Grand Cherokee with $3,500 cash allowance. Discover America's hottest products at your Jeep dealer.
Phillies baseball is brought to you by McDonald's. Any size premium roast coffee is just 69 cents. By Southwest Airlines, taking low fares farther. Visit southwest.com. And by your local Chevy dealers. Shop and compare at ChevyShowcase.com. Phillies in the heart of their order. Ryan Howard's batting third today, as you see the totals in the game. Chase Utley batting fourth, then Pat Burrell faced John Smoltz, who's dominated early with 5 strikeouts. He's given up a single to Howard, an infield hit to Aaron Rowan. And that's it. Ryan's Howard fan club out there. Those guys were around a lot last year. And Ryan takes it high. That big overshift on. He beat it last time with a hard ground ball in the hole.
Those are the kind of hits that can get you going. You didn't have that luck during the course of spring training.
And that is a base hit for Ryan Howard. Looked like Kamehameha got split a little bit that time, and Ryan got enough of it and rips it into right field. He's a leadoff base runner.
Well, the more that he sees pitches, the easier it's going to be for him to hit. He just didn't look comfortable at all in spring training. Whether or not he was pulling his shoulder off, you can see how slow his feet is, and not a lot of movement up at that top half enables him to just get that ball and off the end of the bat a little bit. And if he really catches that ball, Chris, that ball's going to be out of here.
Well, he's a leadoff base runner. They're going to play off him at first, take the hole away from Chase Utley. And Chase takes it low. He grounded out on a splitter his first time up. Thornton, the first baseman, well off Ryan Howard. And that's a real advantage for the Braves. That they figure he's not going to run, so with a left-handed hitter, they can get in that hole.
Well, I'll tell you, that is an advantage to be able to be in back of the runner, because now you're able to, if the ball's in the hole, to be able to make a play on it.
Yeah, especially when you have a left-handed hitter up like this. 1 ball and 1 strike on Chase. On the outside corner, according to Ed Montague. Ed Montague behind the plate today. Veteran umpire. Eddie's been around a long, long time. One of the senior guys in the league.
Has been. He's one of the umpires in the league, however, you can talk to usually, or turn around and say something. He's pretty fair for both pitcher and hitter.
Here's where he's been using that split a lot. Now he goes with the fastball this time and missed 2-2. Pat Burrell, the on-deck batter, then Wes Helms.
This really would be a pretty good running count. I know that Howard doesn't have great speed. He's okay once he starts to run. But Smoltz is going to want to try and make this happen 2-2 as opposed to 3-2, where it would just about be automatic.
And in the hole, a base hit. Ryan Howard, it hit him.
Wow.
Did he say that hit him?
I think so.
They're saying that ball hit him. Wow. How about that? That'll be a base hit for Chase Utley. It scored 3 unassisted then on a fielder's choice for the first baseman, and there's 1 out. And Charlie Manuel's going to come out and argue it. That was a bullet by Utley, but according to the first base umpire Jerry Lane, it hit Ryan Howard.
Well, that'd be one of those type of plays, Chris, that you actually probably would hear it. The ball was hit so hard, almost cartoon-like, hitting the dirt and bouncing by. From that particular angle, it didn't look as if it hit Howard at all. And if it was hit that hard and it hit him flush, I got to tell you what, he's going down. Might have maybe hit him on the bottom of the foot and when he was taking it up. But that's not a clear shot, as you can see him being hit. So that's a situation where maybe he actually heard something. Well, here he goes where he jumps up, hits it. Might have just hit the bottom of his foot. You know, when you're walking and somebody kicks your foot up, it automatically goes up. Bad break for the Phillies.
Yeah, because that ball was to the left of Francoeur, and Howard was going to be able to get the third base
easily.
He was going to be right. First and third, nobody out. But he is called out. As we said, that's a base hit for Utley. But now a runner at first, one away, and Burrell the batter. And he fouls that one off.
See,
he's in the hole 0-2.
Big difference in the situation as opposed to having runners on first and third, and now that you work that hard off of a pitcher of the caliber of Smoltz and you're not rewarded in having runners at first and third.
Outside with a slider. He missed with it 1-2. On deck is Helms, a former Brave. Phillies have now out-hit the Braves 4-2. They're all singles, and they trail 2-0 on McCann's 2-run home run. Crowd was all set to really get into the game at that point, and now all of a sudden they're kind of out of it again. Here's your pitch count on Smoltz. Just missed with that. Pat didn't chase it. Smoltz wanted it.
That's why he gets so many pitches, and that's why Bobby Cox gets so upset, because Smoltz is always around the plate. He's not really wild where the umpire has a hard problem in calling the strikes for him. And more than not, when you're like that, you're going to get those balls called strikes.
Here's a 2-2. Another slider, and he missed with it. So he's a steady variety of breaking balls right here to Burrell. And Pat has not chased them the way he did the first time.
Yeah.
That's Helms.
Well, this would be another running count. 1 out, 3-2. Utley has good speed.
He goes. Burrell takes it high. It's ball 4. So the Phillies have 2 on. McCann threw it anyway because he thought it had a chance to be a strike. Now Bobby Cox comes up towards the front of the dugout. He's really barking at Montague. There he is. Well, Saturday, the 14th at 3:55, the Phillies and the Houston Astros go at it. And that is Kids Opening Day. There's all kinds of neat things you can do if you're randomly selected. And don't forget the Ryan Howard MVP Souvenir Baseball and Collectible Tin. There it is. Featuring full color shots of Ryan. Free to all fans 14 and under. Order online at Phillies.com. Good at bat by Burrell, Gary.
Not swinging at that high pitch. That's why Smoltz threw it up there, trying to get a strikeout and a throw out.
Wes Helms takes strike 1, stayed off the breaking balls in that at bat. Phillies with their first runner in scoring position now. With Utley at second, Burrell at first, and 1 out. Helms fouls it away, and it's 0-2. Wes played for a number of years with the Atlanta Braves, was signed by them, and went over to Milwaukee. Had a good year with Florida last year.
Went over to Milwaukee with the third base coach, Ed Yost, who is now the manager of the Milwaukee Brewers.
Helms buried now 0-2. And a little tapper. It's going to be a tough play, but Smoltz got there. Boy, they were looking at each other, Thorman and Smoltz, and then Smoltz broke for the bag just in time to retire him on the 3-1 hookup. 2 outs, the runners move up.
Well, there's where that speed doesn't come into play for the Philadelphia Phillies. You can see how Smoltz, he almost just stops a little, then starts as he gets Helms by plenty getting into third base. A lot of times after that pitcher hesitates like that, that runner ends up being safe, but it would have to be a much faster runner than Wes Helms.
Smoltz showed you how athletic he is there, too. He got that flip right there, found the bag, made the play. A lot of guys, they'll step right over that bag and miss it. Here's Rowan now with 2 outs. Outside with a breaking ball. He got jammed his first time up and floated a ball in the middle of the infield for an infield hit.
Well, Smoltz, like a lot of the smart pitchers that are in the league, from Jamie Moyer, Greg Maddux, when a guy doesn't hit the ball very well, they're looking for outs. And that's why you see Jamie screaming so loud on pop-ups. He's worked hard, he says, to get that pop-up, and he wants it caught, in which they should catch it.
1 ball and no strikes. One and one. Phillies with their best scoring opportunity in the game with runners at second and third and 2 outs. Last night watching that first game of the season, the Mets won that game by getting 2 out hits. Had 5 runs with 2 outs.
2 out hits, and also Chris playing excellent defense, if you've seen that, saw the game last night.
1 and 2. Rod Barajas, the catcher, is on deck. Phillies trying to break through here, score their first runs of the season.
Rowan hitting that ball off the end of the bat a little bit. He's trying to catch up with it.
Sliders from John Smoltz to the right-handed batters, and a lot of splits to the left-handed hitters.
Well, with the right-handed batters, the guys again that were going to be a little bit anxious or trying to cheat. You can see already how Rowan almost have that bat actually started. What you have to do is you got to look at the pitch to determine whether or not it is a breaking ball or fastball or slider. You know, you're not trying to hit it out in this situation. You're just trying to drive it, just trying to hit it hard. So.
And a fly ball foul first base side. Thorman runs out of room. It was a good idea for those guys going down the line to go into that slide when they're getting near the stands. Huh?
Well, they do that quite a bit. Doesn't have to be in the stand. That's a pretty good try right there. The ball is just clearly, you know, in the stands. I've always felt if the ball's going to be all the way in the stands, guys, don't jump up on the fence or go sliding. It's a good way to twist the ankle or get hurt. If it's clearly in the stands, let one of the fans get it.
Here we go again to Rowan. And a line drive, but right at Edgar Renteria. Hit it on the nose, and that'll end the inning. Maybe his first game. Braves lead it 2-0.
Make it easy for yourself. Fly Southwest Airlines nonstop from Philadelphia to Pittsburgh for just...
You are now free to move about the country.
Hit the road. It's the Chevy Spring Sales Event, where you'll get 0% APR, plus $1,000 bonus cash when you buy an all-new Silverado. Plus, get another $1,000 bonus cash when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Don't miss this great deal on the all-new Chevy Silverado, the 2007 Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Hurry, the Chevy Spring Sales Event ends April 3rd.
See for yourself. Shop and compare at ChevyShowcase.com.
I don't know.
Sorry, I was just closing up.
How can I help you, folks?
Our car actually broke down.
Once you check in,
I'm slipping in my clothes. David, is that this room?
I think it is. There's no way out.
Emergency. They've got us trapped. You'll never survive if you lose control, Mr. Fox.
They Can See. Rated R. Everywhere April 20th.
Man, seeing the ball come off of Ryan Howard's bat?
Now that'll give you goosebumps.
On Turkey Hill Kids Opening Day, April 14th, everyone will get goosebumps. And kids 14 and under get a free Ryan Howard MVP baseball. Order now at Phillies.com.
It is 2-0 Atlanta, top of the 5th here at Citizens Bank Park. And here at Bull's Barbecue, it is absolutely the largest grill in Major League Baseball. I checked it. It's 6 inches larger than the thing in Milwaukee. I'm going to beg for meat. Back to you guys.
All right, Beasley, thanks a lot. Well, that looks pretty good out there at Bull's Barbecue. Ribs, sausage, hot dogs. We're in the top of the 5th inning. It's 2-0. Ryan Langerhans, the batter, leading off against Brett Myers. First pitch is grounded right to Ryan Howard. He'll flip it to Brett Myers. One away. We're pleased to have Pat Gillick, Phil's general manager, join us. Thank you for coming over.
That stuff's not on our menu. Sausage and ribs, that's not on our program.
Not anymore?
No.
No, not. Our dietitian would not like that.
Absolutely not.
But
absolutely
it's
not.
okay with us, Pat. I mean, you know. There's Pat Gillick, and we thank him for joining us for a half an inning as John Smoltz. Pat, you always are very, very busy. There's so many things I'd like to ask you, but first, what's going on with Freddie Garcia?
Well, he threw today, and I think was very encouraging. Talked to Rich Doobie just before game time, and he thought that he threw, you know, somewhat better. I wasn't going to say much better, but he threw better than the last time out. And so he's going to make a start down in Florida on the 5th, and we'll see what happens from there. But he was very encouraged, Chris.
So who takes, you know, obviously he had a spot in the rotation. Who's going to take his spot, Pat?
Well, right now, they're not really certain who it's going to be. It could be Zach Sokovia could pitch on the 8th. Right now, it's Hamels on Wednesday. Thursday will be Eaton, Moyer Friday, and then it'll come back with Myers on Saturday. So right now, just depending on how much they have to use the bullpen, possibility it might be Sokovia on Sunday in Florida.
Brett Myers strikes out John Smoltz. There's Rich Doobie, who Pat was just talking about. Talk about Myers a little bit. And you know, we all know what he went through last year and how he's come along, progressed to the point where he's an opening day starter.
Yeah, I think that that Brett's matured a lot, and I thought you know, even the early part of last season before he had an incident, I thought he had shown a lot more maturity and controlling himself on the mound. And, you know, sometimes Brett wants to do well so badly that he'll get out there and overthrow, and I think and he kind of gets frustrated, but he's been able to harness that, and you know, he's very much under control. I think from the standpoint emotionally under control, and I think that's a big part of pitching is the mental aspect, and I think he's come a long ways in the last year.
He does seem to have really great demeanor on the mound.
Yeah, he does, Gary.
I just wanted to know, even on the hitting standpoint, are you looking for any more hitters for your ball club, or you're going to just stay pat? I know Helms is just a pleasant surprise, and picking up Dobbs as well. Those guys seem to swing the bat. Are you looking for anybody else in particular?
Well, we're always looking for, you know, more offense and more pitching. You know, our focus, Gary, really has been on the bullpen, as you know, and trying to beef up that aspect of our ball club. But you know, if a good hitter's out there and we think that he's better than someone we have in the lineup and we can, you know, obtain him, we certainly go ahead.
See the number of guys you've already picked up since you've been here that are on the roster right now. As that pitch is fouled off by Johnson. 2 outs, nobody on base. Here's another look at the players that have been acquired by Pat Gillick and are here with the ball club as we start out the season. 2007, a lot of them in very significant roles.
Well, I think we got a good group of guys, not only as players on the field and professionals, but I think we've got a good group that they get along quite well together. And when you play 162 games, that's an important factor too.
Outside, you know, you've been in this business a long time. Is this still fun opening day?
They're always great, you know. I was talking with John Scherholtz, and John and I don't know, we've probably got 60 but 70 between us, and it's always fun. And this was a great opening day. I mean, we did. I think the Phillies did a great job this opening day.
Yeah. Pat, thank you so much for spending some time with us. We appreciate it.
Okay, thank you very much, and I'll be back to see you again in the near future.
We hope so.
Okay.
Thanks, Pat.
All right.
Myers is strong. Top of the 5th. It's still 2-0.
Meteorologist Kathy Orr, only on CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
Hey, you know what would go great with that? Herr's kettle cooked potato chips. Made from nature's finest potatoes, Hearst kettle chips deliver an extra hearty taste and keep their crunch longer. And there's 7 great flavors to choose from. You know, Hearst kettle chips would go great with that, too. Hearst kettle chips. Great taste is in the bag when you make hers yours.
Fast is violent. Fast is gritty. Fast is explosive. This is the new Fast, the 438 horsepower hybrid. This is the pursuit of perfection.
CBS presents this program in color.
Are you ready to move ahead? We are. And you haven't seen anything like it. Tonight, you will. We are the most innovative, advanced, energized television station in your town. We are CBS 3. We are moving ahead. Larry Menti and Alicia Lane, weeknights at 6 and 11, only on CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
2 more games left in this series for opening week. Don't forget, Wednesday night, always a lot of fun with college opening night. It's a Hatfield Phillies Frank's Dollar Dog Night. There's that neat T-shirt that's going to be given away. A Peanuts Choose college T-shirt, and it's free to fans 15 and over. And you want to pick one of those up when you come out on Wednesday night. And then Thursday at 3:05, a Citizens Bank Business Person Special. 3:05, the Phillies and the Braves. You can order your tickets online, Phillies.com. Good pitching here this afternoon. Braves with a 2-run home run from Brian McCann, the difference in the game. And Rod Barajas will lead it off. The catcher fly to right his first time up. No runs. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors. Atlanta, no runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Phillies. We're in the 5th. On an absolutely perfect afternoon. Hard ground ball gobbled up there by Chipper Jones. 1 away. And Brett Myers will bat. Struck out his first time up.
Yeah, I wanted to ask Pat about Barajas. I mean, he's got to be a pretty nice addition. And the way he calls a game, even from spring training, I've been impressed because, again, pitchers haven't been just shaking him off. And that's a good sign that they do like him.
Done a real good job handling Myers today. I mean, the one pitch that they got hurt on is probably that breaking ball. Came a little more down and in than they wanted it to McCann, and he hit it out. And Brett takes it outside.
Well, you mess around down and in. A lot of left-handers. Not as much anymore, but guys like Delgado, looking at him hit the other day, last night, I should say. Guys that make the adjustment. They see that ball coming in, and they put a good stroke on it, and they see you later.
Here's a 1-1 to Brett. It's high 2-1, and for whatever reason, almost every left-handed hitter is a low ball hitter. They just love it down there.
Well, Willie McCovey loved that low ball. As a matter of fact, he loved any ball coming close to the plate. But you're right. Over the years, the left-handers seem to hit more balls down and in, and right-handers hit a lot more balls and be up, out over the plate.
Myers ahead in the count, 2-1. A check swing foul out of play, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Brett not swinging the bat the way he thinks he can. He was only 2 for 63 last year. 0-32. The guy figures he's a lot better hitter than that. Now against Smoltz.
Most pitchers think that they can really hit and hit well.
And he strikes him out again. One thing Myers has really improved at, he's a very good bunter in sacrifice situations. Well, tonight after the men's NCAA championship game on CBS 3, join Larry Menti, Alicia Lane, Kathy Orr, and Beasley Reese for the debut of CBS 3 Eyewitness News from our new high-definition broadcast center. CBS 3 is moving ahead. Saw some pictures of that on CBS 3. And in the paper, looks like a really nice new digs they have there for those guys.
JR has his mirror-type glasses on, a little bright out. It tells you, Chris, it's a pretty nice day.
Beautiful day out there. And Not so beautiful for Jimmy so far with all those split-fingered fastballs he's been seeing from Smoltz, and he's down again 0-2.
Yeah, he gets ahead of you. Once he gets ahead of you, now it's the same advantage that you would have. You can sit on a pitch, and Smoltz is smart enough to get the ball out of the zone, throwing that split and that backdoor slider.
And that time he changed and threw a fastball. Did not throw the split. And a foul back by Jimmy, 0-2.
If I'm hitting against Smoltz, I'm looking for one thing, and that is the fastball. And if he gets anything else over, God bless him.
Yeah, really. It's a tip your cap situation. Yeah. And there's that split, and he stayed off it. 1-2.
It's going to happen. You'll look for the split. It's a good one. It goes in the dirt, and you swung at it, and you say, well, I guess right. Well, you're still going to be on the bench.
You start looking for that split, he'll throw that cheese by you in a hurry.
Oh.
And another split. That's a check swing foul.
Well, JR just off balance, and this is really the first game when we've truly seen him off balance. Although, let's face it, a guy like John Smoltz can get you to swing that way.
Fastball hit to deep right field. Home run, Jimmy Rollins. He got his fastball that time and way out to right center. Phillies' first home run of the year, their first run of the season. And it's a 2-1 game. And with that home run, Christopher Fowler from Stanton, Delaware has won $100. Compliments of the McDonald's home run jackpot. Long ball, Jimmy Rollins hit 25 last year.
25 last year, had no home runs during spring training. Good compact swing from JR.
Throw me that fastball.
I'm telling you, you just if you're looking, you can look fastball, and anything that he hangs, you're going to be in position to hit it. But it won't be the opposite.
He crushed that. Shane Victorino's had some problems with that split too. From Smoltz has been throwing a lot of them to left-handed hitters, sliders to right-handed batters. See, he has struck out and grounded out.
Go up there and try looking for that split. Let him throw the fastball right down the middle. See if you can catch up to that.
No way. Shane, a little topper towards second. Johnson got it. But the Phillies on the board. A 2-out home run by Jimmy Rollins. 1 run on 1 hit on this bomb to right center. It's now 2-1 Atlanta.
Days to get together with the family. 60 days to experience the final episodes of The Sopranos with Comcast Digital Cable and HBO free for 60 days. Get over 100 channels, plus start thousands of movies and shows anytime with On Demand. And watch The Sopranos in high def exclusively with HBO On Demand HD. Comcast Digital Cable and HBO free for 60 days when you subscribe to Standard Cable. Call now.
It's time to hit the road during the Chevy Spring Sales Event, where you'll get 0% APR, plus $1,000 bonus cash on our best-selling car, truck, SUV, and more. Plus, hit the road with confidence thanks to our 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. It's the final days for 0% APR plus $1,000 bonus cash. It all ends Tuesday at the Chevy Spring Sales Event.
See for yourself. Shop and compare at ChevyShowcase.com.
This Goosebump moment brought to you by Southwest Airlines, who are giving fans a free Philly schedule magnet April 15th. The same day you'll enjoy Hatfield Dollar Dogs and Modell's Run the Bases. Order now.
Our Independence Blue Cross Philly of the Week honors go to the 2006 National League MVP. What a ride it has been for Ryan Howard. After capturing the Rookie of the Year award in 2005, number 6 blasted his way to a club record 58 home runs and the NL honor for most valuable player last season. Before the Phillies' first baseman, only Cal Ripken acquired both awards in successive seasons. Howard's monumental swings and award-winning honors are brought to you by Independence Blue Cross.
And there is Ryan Howard. Ryan will bat in the bottom of this inning. Phillies are on the board now, and a home run by Jimmy Rollins. And Started off with Edgar Renteria, Chipper Jones, Andrew Jones. Renteria's line to left, popped to short. He's 0 for 1. And a fastball misses inside. We're happy to have Steve Steinhauer with us, President and CEO of Citizens Financial Group. We are, of course, in Citizens Bank Park.
With perfect weather, Chris. A great day to be here for the opener.
Boy, it doesn't seem that long ago. You know, we're all sitting outside during that dedication ceremony, and there were a few girders up, and we're looking at the ballpark thinking how great this is going to be. And
right.
It's a tremendous association.
Well, we're thrilled. The Phillies are just such great partners, and to have a potential championship team here this year.
Renteria on the ground to Jimmy Rollins. And he fires the first, and he got him. You know, back in those days, you're talking about sharing values in the community, and Citizens Bank, of course, is so big in the community. Or what are some of the things that have gone on since those days?
Well, the Phillies have been such great partners, and they do so much in the community. So we've done more and more together, ranging from Paint the Town Red last week, picking up money around the city to be used for homes that don't have fire alarms. A month ago, David Montgomery was getting honored, which he so seldom does, with Need Indeed.
Chipper, a base hit. On it quickly is Rowan, and Jones will take a big turn at first, and he'll stay there with a single.
So that Need Indeed gala was just spectacular. After 16 years of board service, they honored David and reflecting just the core values that he delivers every day to the organization here, the Phillies, and of course to us as a partner.
Here is Andrew Jones. He has popped up twice to short and to third. One out, and Jones on at first. Chipper Jones on at first. But when you look around this place, you see the Citizens Bank Park all over it. I mean, are you proud to be a part of this?
Absolutely. How can you not say? It's the best ballpark in the country, certainly one of them, if not the best.
Well, the best we've ever seen. You know, it is great here. Just the view that we have up here and what the fans go through here, this whole experience.
Well, it's amazing, too, though. Most of the ballparks, Steve, that they're making now or building are almost like amusement parks, and kids can have a great time at the ballpark.
Andrew to deep center field. Aaron Rowan back. He has room at the warning track. Chipper Jones is going to tag, head for second. The throw late. Good base running by Chipper Jones as he moves into scoring position with 2 outs.
The ball hit deep. Chipper seeing that the ball was going to be caught. Heads up. Now he's in scoring position with 2 outs. Well, a lot of times you can tell players to do that, but it's more having the instincts to be able to read that ball and for him to get back. Myers continues to throw strikes. Rowan in good position, throws the ball into second, but just not going to get him. If it had been on the other side, he might have had a chance, but that's just good base running. It would have taken a really good throw to actually get him.
Yeah, and Rich Doobie's going to come to the mound, and there's a base open right now with McCann up, and then Francoeur, a right-handed batter on deck. And I guess this is one of those, what do you want to do here things?
Well, simple. I mean, the way, if you're going to pitch him, obviously you pitch around him or pitch up to him, but you don't want to get the ball down. This guy hit .333 last year with 24 bombs and 93 RBIs. I mean, his setup looks like he could just hit the ball. So, again, that's just respect as well. Doobie's going out and asking Myers, what do you want to do?
We have Steve Steinhauer with us, who's president and CEO of Citizens Financial Group, on this beautiful afternoon at Citizens Bank Park. And a breaking balls beaten, collecting gloves throughout the area. Kids who play in the Phillies Rookie League. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Well, that was a terrific event. We started last year and collected about 2,000 gloves, and we'll do it again this year. Fans can bring gloves and drop them in the kiosk at Citizens Bank in Ashburn Alley.
Wow, that's pretty good. There's a lot of kids would like to play. It just don't have gloves or equipment to play. It can be an expensive sport at times, so that's really a good thing.
No fastball so far. He's thrown split, breaking ball. Misses with another breaking ball.
Well, this is going to work out great for me because, you know, I'm looking for a bank, so I guess now really no excuse but to go to Citizens. Anyway, I mean, it's
I'll sign you up this afternoon, Sarge.
Right.
Well, it'll be probably more like tomorrow on my off day, but I'll have it done.
I'll show you what your little bank card will look like and everything. I got one in my wallet.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Hey, Steve, congratulations on your promotion.
Thank you. Thanks, Chris.
You are now CEO for all of Citizens Bank throughout the United States. That sounds very important.
Well, you know, that's all misleading, too.
Here's the 1-2 pitch to McCann. And he got it. Boy, he really pitched around him great. Struck him out with a splitter. Steve Steinauer, thanks a lot for being here, for all you've done in the community, and especially for association of this beautiful ballpark.
Happy to be with you again, Chris. Thanks.
Okay, Steve Steinauer, President, CEO of Citizens Financial Group. Great job there by Brett. Out of the inning, 2-1 Braves.
Now your everyday purchases can be more rewarding. Just sign up for Citizens Bank Rewards and your debit card purchases will earn you everyday points and bring you closer to great rewards every day. There's a great new way to earn even more everyday points. Introducing the Citizens Bank Rewards Merchant Network. Now your debit card purchases can earn you up to 20 times more everyday points at select retailers.
Introducing the all-new Dodge Avenger. The all-new Dodge Avenger. It's a natural performer.
Human blood. The whole damn river.
We are witnessing biblical events.
Some folks just don't want to go to heaven.
What are you doing?
Ending this.
The Reaping.
Are you going to kill my baby? No. Why not?
Rated R. Starts Thursday, April 5th.
Phillies baseball is brought to you by refreshingly smooth Bud Light, always worth it. And by your Quality Plus Ford dealers. And by Thomas Jefferson University Hospital. Call 1-800-JEFF-NOW. Good ball game. Figured it would be this way with this pitching matchup. It is 2-1. The Braves lead it. Let's go back out to Beasley Reese with a special guest.
All right, guys, sorry about that. I had a little problem, but a sellout crowd here, including Philadelphia's greatest citizen, Benjamin Franklin. Any wisdom for the fans here?
It's been too long since we've had a championship. It's my prediction that the Phillies are going to take us to heaven in 2007.
There we go. Back to the guys upstairs.
Thanks,
Thank you, Beasley and Ben.
Please don't be afraid to bring some of that food while here either.
Here's Ryan Howard. And he fouls one off. A little slider cutter there to him.
I think a lot of the pitchers will more or less start off trying to get the ball or pitch Ryan in and then go away. A lot of times you have more success when you go at a hitter as opposed to pitch around him.
And they're playing him in that big overshift pull defense. The other way in the outfield, of course, but there you see the overshift and Chipper Jones, the third baseman, playing short. Andrew Jones in left center. Shaded a little bit towards left center. Ryan takes it high, 2-1. John Smoltz with 80 pitches right now, 54 strikes, 26 balls. Good pitch on the outside corner for a strike.
That's a good. That's after two fastballs up in the zone that they didn't swing at, and then he throws an off-speed pitch.
Fouled away. Ryan is 2 for 2 today. He singled twice to right field.
Well, there's your MVP, 313, 58 home runs, 149 RBIs, and boy, scores 100, walks 100 times, slugging almost 700 at 659.
Well, he had 1,000 batting average. Now he's at 667 as Smoltz gets another strikeout. He hasn't had one. Well, he had Myers last time. And he had cut down He had struck out a lot of batters earlier.
Well, there's that ball that's inside again. Again, that's where I think most of the pitchers are going to be trying to pitch Howard this year.
That ball really cut, or a slider in on his hands.
Yeah, but everybody can't do that. I mean, you're looking at some guys are going to be trying to get in there, going to get their feelings hurt.
Yeah, they're going to be turning around watching that ball take a long ride.
Right. I'll be blaming that on the scouts, or your advanced scouts. Hey, I thought you said that we could get in there.
I did, but way in.
Yeah.
Not where you put it.
Oh, not with 90. You need 95, 96.
Almost hit Utley with a slider. Chase, last time up, really caught a bad break. He hit a BB in the hole, and it hit Ryan Howard on the foot, or they would have had first and third and nobody out. And the Phillies did not score in that inning. He did get credit for a hit. Towards Kelly Johnson on a big hop. 2 outs. And that will bring up Pat Burrow, who struck out and walked.
Yeah, and after that ball was hit, you did see how everything slowed down, including the way Howard was actually running. So obviously it was done right away. There's Smoltz and Myers almost going toe-to-toe. Same in strikeouts. Well, one ahead. Smoltz 7-6. Walks were just about the same, 2-1 ratio. So they're fighting each other just like two gunslingers.
Yeah, and that walk by Brett Myers to Chipper Jones in the 4th inning, and then came the home run by Brian McCann. So Brett was hurt by one of his walks. And 0-2.
Well, you can tell Smoltz at times. I mean, there are hitters that if you look at the games when you come out, he really goes after certain guys. And usually those are those guys that haven't been hitting him well over the past, and he just wants to make sure that he keeps them thinking that same way.
And outside, I want to ask you, you look at the defense. They're playing Burrow to right center, and they're pitching him away every at bat. Slider, slider, slider. Does the hitter look at that?
Well, they should. But again, you know, he's a pull hitter. So he's not going to deviate just because the fielders are playing a particular way.
And off the end of the bat and into center field for a base hit. His 2nd career hit off John Smoltz on a 1-2 pitch, and Burrow's a 2-out base runner. That had to feel like he hit it 500 feet.
Well, especially when you haven't been hitting a pitcher very well. I think with his new stance, that enables him to hit that ball that's going away. As you notice, that when he does get extension, he hits the ball and then he releases, as opposed to releasing when the ball is going away. Big difference, and being able to get that off the end of at the end of the bat.
Here's Wes Helms. You see he's 0 for 2. He's popped up and grounded out. And John Smoltz misses away. Phillies now with 6 hits off Smoltz, but just the 1 run on Jimmy Rollins' home run to right center field. Wes Helms hits it deep to center. Andrew Jones going back. He can't get it all the way to the wall. Burrow being waved around by Steve Smith. We got a tie game. It's 2-2 on a double by Wes Helms.
Well, you can see JR coming up on that front step, really kind of rallying his troops. This ball is just smoked by Wes Helms, straightaway center field. We mentioned before, that's the toughest play for a center fielder. That ball actually went almost to the side of Andrew's glove, as opposed to seemingly going over his head. He'd probably think he should have caught it, but that ball hit that hard. Almost looked from up here like it wasn't even a chance for him to get the ball, as Pat hustling around the bases, scoring without a throw.
You know, Andrew Jones is still a great outfielder, but there was a day when he hit a ball like this, and he'll catch it.
Yeah, well, more than likely he will. That ball was out of his reach. He got a pretty good jump on it. Jones is one of those players in the league that plays shallow, sort of like the way Gary Maddox used to play. Maybe not quite as shallow as Gary, but he does. 5-time All-Star, 9 gold gloves, so that tells you that he can catch the ball.
They have Chad Peranto up in the bullpen now, a right-hander. There he is, and McCain McBride, the left-hander. Phillies have Jeff Geary out. Here's a pitch to Rowan, and it's inside. He hit a line drive his last time up with 2 men on. Right at Renteria. There is Jeff Geary. First activity for the Phils this afternoon. And he also has an infield hit. He's 1 for 2.
Well, what you like about that as well, Chris, those 2 out base hits, scoring runs, separates the men from the boys.
This rally with 2 outs, a single by Burrell, a double by Helms. Rowan swinging a miss at a slider. Phillies scored their other run with 2 outs when Jimmy Rollins homered.
That really good slider. Not a lot of people that can go out and hook that slider for a homer. You want to try and drive that slider, that ball that's out over the plate. Want to try and hit that ball the other way. Michael Jack, one of the only guys that could go out on his front foot and hook that ball out of the ballpark.
Throwing a pop-up towards shallow center field. Johnson drops it. The new second baseman, it looked like they had communication problems between Johnson and Renteria. The ball dropped by Kelly Johnson, and the Phillies have taken the lead, and we'll see how they score.
Yeah, that's the kind of play at home with a fielder running at that ball. You'd love to be able to have that hit. I'm sure the sun had a little bit to do with it, but it actually was right in his glove. It looked as if he thought maybe I'm seeing some footsteps coming, kind of draw it up a little bit, and didn't make it, and didn't end up catching the ball.
Well, this is a guy they moved from the outfield to play second base, even though he was an infielder at one time. And it's a learning experience. They're playing together. They played in spring training, but now you're playing in a visiting park, all this noise, and it looked like they had a little communication problem, and they did give him a hit. And an RBI. And Barajas swings and misses. Brett Myers in the on-deck circle. And the Phillies lead for the first time this afternoon, 3-2 on Aaron Rowan's hit off the glove of Kelly Johnson.
Kind of makes up for some of those balls that he was smoking right at the fielders in spring training.
Barajas is 0 for 2. So the Phillies with 2 runs in the 6th inning and have now taken a 1-run lead at 3-2. Towards right center. Francoeur makes the play, and that'll end the inning. But with 2 outs, 2 runs, 3 hits, and 1 left, Phillies lead it by 1.
Okay, now what? Rock, paper, scissors for it? Okay, that's fair. On 3? Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
I threw paper.
I threw a rock.
Refreshingly smooth Bud Light. Always worth it.
Low 5.
After Car and Driver readers put the Camry, Accord, and all-wheel drive Ford Fusion to the test, Road and Track invited 400 car enthusiasts to do the same in California. So, what happened? Once again, Ford Fusion beat out both Camry and Accord on performance, handling, and styling. Take the Ford Challenge and see why Fusion is the better choice. Now just sign and drive off with 0 down, 0 first month's payment, and 0 due at signing. Lease a Ford Fusion for only $249 a month. Visit a Ford dealer or go to FordChallenge.com.
Had my hip replaced recently.
Couple months after mine.
Same hip.
Same doctor.
Same place.
Jeff.
The doctors are just so experienced.
It was unbelievable.
And everyone goes out of their way to make you feel comfortable.
Though I'm sure they had their hands full with,
You know who.
So I'm back now, as good as ever.
All that good?
Well, a little help from the old man here.
Who you calling old?
And Jeff.
See what our Orthopedic Center of Excellence can do for you. Call 1-800-JEFF now.
A beautiful day, a big crowd. It's opening day in the game. has lived up to the billing. This is a terrific game. Brian McCann gave the Braves a 2-run lead with his home run. Jimmy Rollins with a solo shot. Phils have just put 2 on the board on hits by Wes Helms and Aaron Rowan. Here's Jimmy. Splitter, splitter, splitter. Finally gets a fastball, and he rips this ball into right center field. Phillies on the board for the first time in 2007. Then with 2 outs in the 6th inning, Pat Burrell a single to center. Wes Helms passed Andrew Jones. And then the ball off the glove of Kelly Johnson right here. Scored a hit and an RBI. Phillies with a 3-2 lead. Brett Myers back out there for the 7th inning. Jeff Francoeur will lead it off for the Atlanta Braves. And for play-by-play, here's Harry.
All right, thank you, Wills. Francoeur is tapped out, and he has flied out. 3-2 Phils. Brett Myers, Phillies have bullpen activity, as do the Braves. So Brett could be working his last inning here. 1 ball and 1 strike. Myers right now is at 85 pitches. Fouled it off, knocked the mask off Barajas. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Good pitch. Painted the inside corner with a fastball. Francoeur argues, but that was a good pitch, and that's 6 strikeouts for Brett Myers. 1 down here in the 7th. Let's take a look at it. See what Francoeur is looking at. That ball's got part of the play.
Yeah, he's looking at some heat inside is what he's looking at right there. Players of today, Harry, don't like that fastball in. They like it out over the plate. Almost a surprise when it comes in.
Here's Scott Thorman. He has flied out to deep left, and he has struck out. Well, the Phils lead at 3-2, and Brett Myers has been impressive, sir.
Well, he's been impressive, and so has Smoltz. Brett's demeanor out on the mound. He didn't let those early runs upset him, and he is still pitching and keeping the ball down.
Hit to Ryan Howard. Howard underhands to Brett, and that's 2 down here in the 7th inning. And we'll bring on Ryan Langerhans. He has struck out and grounded out. Myers has given up only 3 hits, but one of them a home run by Brian McCann. Well, Brett Myers has always had #1 stuff. There's no question about that. I think his maturity has reached the same level, so you can be a legitimate #1 starting pitcher.
And he wants to be. He wants that role and to be able to be put up against one of or some of their better pitchers on their team.
Got behind 2-0, and then he just comes in with a took some off that pitch, an 86-mile-an-hour changeup.
He's starting to feel it. Balls are in and up out of the zone.
Tapper foul, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I'm really impressed with his breaking ball.
Fans can anticipate a final out here. And he got it. Struck. Oh, no, he just got a piece of it, and Barajas could not hang on. So Langerhans stays alive.
That's off the plate a little bit. He's been around the plate, taking some off. Again, it makes it difficult for the hitters to zone in on any particular pitch.
Struck him out. 7 strikeouts for Myers. What a great 7 innings for Brett. No runs, hits, errors. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 3-2 Phils.
My
truck better be able to tow.
Whatever I throw at it.
Tow my boat. Uphill.
Downhill.
Without burning up the brakes.
We asked the guys who use trucks to help build ours and got an available 381 horsepower V8 with standard towing capacity of over 10,000 pounds and among the largest front brake rotors in its class.
Stop on a dime.
The all-new, assembled in America Toyota Tundra, the truck that's changing it all. Get one at a great price.
Better have a lot of pickup.
Now at your Toyota dealer.
Nick and his new family
We need a bigger place.
are leaving the city behind for life in the country.
We'll take it.
What could possibly go wrong? New home,
Are you sure that's safe?
Of course it's safe.
new problems.
I got it! Sucker!
Are we done yet?
Nothing to be scared of. What that?
Baby PG opens everywhere Wednesday.
Hit the road. It's the Chevy Spring Sales Event, where you'll get 0% APR, plus $1,000 bonus cash when you buy an 07 Malibu. Plus, hit the road with confidence thanks to our 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. That's 0% APR, plus $1,000 bonus cash when you buy a Chevy Malibu. Hurry, the Chevy Spring Sales Event ends April 3rd.
See for yourself. Shop and compare at ChevyShowcase.com.
CBS presents this program in color.
Are you ready to move ahead? We are. And you haven't seen anything like it. Tonight, you will. CBS 3.
Our Dodge Stump the Fans Trivia Quiz this afternoon. Who holds the Phillies record for most wins by a pitcher on opening day? Sarge, would you have a guess?
Yeah. Robin Roberts. Who else?
Robin Roberts is exactly right. 5 and only 5 wins on opening day starts. Log back on to Phillies.com to find out if you're the winner of the Phillies prize pack. And thanks for playing Dodge Stump the Fans.
Boy, here you get this point in the game. McKay McBride's going to come on, and there's a great Robin Evan Roberts with all those opening day wins. Do you hit for Brett Myers? You turn it over to the bullpen? We'll see. There's McKay McBride.
Well, at this time of the season, though, too, I mean, with all the different pitching and so on, you just don't want to go on and take a chance. But I'm telling you,
this is Mike Gonzalez.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is Mike Gonzalez. I said McKay McBride. It's Mike Gonzalez who they got from Pittsburgh.
He was our closer last year for the Pirates. Had 24 saves while winning 3 with a good ERA of 2.17.
And the answer is Brett Myers will hit.
Oh, well, he hasn't. I don't believe he's had 100 pitches. I think he's in the low 90s right now. So, hey, why not? He's still getting them out.
he's keeping the ball down, and I'm sure I was going to say that if you were to ask him how you feel, he's going to say good. He seems to be getting stronger and stronger as the innings are going by.
Gonzalez coming over from the Pirates in the Hannibal LaRoche deal. '28-year-old out of Texas. Myers has struck out both times that he's been up, but he has pitched brilliantly, and he's holding a 3-2 lead. Fanatic having a good time on opening day with a lot of young fans in attendance here. This ball almost hit Brett. 1 ball and no strikes. Very high. 2 balls and no strikes.
The Braves coughed up a lot of leads last year, and they felt they had to do something in their bullpen, and they think Mike Gonzalez is one of the guys, along with Soriano, who's really going to help them.
3 balls and no strikes. Now Gonzalez, in his first appearance for the Braves, hasn't even been close to the strike zone in his first 3 pitches. Missed with 4 straight pitches. Myers is a leadoff base runner. Now it's time for tonight's Citizens Bank Citizen 7 of the game. These lucky fans are today's Citizen 7. They know how rewarding it is to be them. Find out how rewarding it is to be you. Visit your local branch or citizensbankpark.com for details. Citizens Bank, not your typical bank.
Bobby Cox really wants a left-hander in the game now with 2 switch hitters and then 2 left-handed hitters.
I got that one over on the inside corner for a called strike. Line drive hit to left field, going all the way to the corner. Myers will go to third. He'll be held at third. Rollins at second with a double. And the Phillies have runners at second and third with nobody out. Gonzalez this spring for the Braves did not pitch all that well. 11 games, 0-0 with a 5.73 ERA, 15 hits in 11 innings, 7 runs. Struck out 8, but he walked 4.
JR just smoking that ball down that left field line. You can see Myers hustling across that to get to third base.
I don't see him get too gassed out there either. No. Get him in and let him sit down.
Shane Victorino is 0 for 3, is struck out and twice grounded out.
Now they're going to get Peranto back up, the right-hander.
One ball and 1 strike to Victorino.
Bobby Cox playing his infield in. Sure that they're going to let that ball go through. You know, Myers sliding in the home plate.
Called that a strike. Victorino not very happy with it. Neither is Charlie Manuel. Plays in the hole, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Victorino goes down on strikes.
Such a huge spot in the game now to get more runs. Don't let this get away.
That's the one thing Gonzalez can do. He can be wild and he can come back and get you. That's a breaking ball that he found on that outside, almost backdooring it. Victorino just trying to make contact. It's a big plate appearance right now for Ron Howard. We need to try and get more runs going into the later innings.
Ryan has singled twice today, and he is struck out. Big hat, no contact. Ryan thought that pitch was high, but it's a called strike, and he's in the hole, 0-2.
A little bit of a delayed call by home plate umpire Montague. Borderline up high. Usually don't get that high pitch. Usually they get the borderline low pitch.
Now the fans getting on Ed Montague. The ball almost went to the backstop. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Howard. Struck him out. So back-to-back strikeouts of Victorino and Howard, and now if Gonzalez can see his way out of this inning as Chase Utley comes to the plate.
You can do that if you're a strikeout pitcher. Gonzalez, fastball, breaking ball, look to be a slider. When you're throwing that hard, hitter tries to cheat. Impossible to hold up when that ball is somewhere near the zone.
Brett Myers at third. He walked Jimmy Rollins at second. He doubled. 2 outs now here in the 7th inning. One strike to Utley. ball sharply hit, but on Galleria, and he pitches way out of the second and third. No out jam. No runs, 1 hit, 2 are left. We go to the 8th, 3-2 Phils. Rollins takes off. The throw, he's saved. Fine play, excellent job. Well hit. Great catch. Struck him out, diving up. Great grab. Fine play, excellent job. Well struck, just to tie the game. It is out of here. Great grab. Fine play, excellent job.
Catch Goosebumps all season long with a ticket plan that's right for you at Phillies.com.
When you offer your employees Independence Blue Cross, the most preferred health plan in the region, they'll never feel alone. Is everything all right?
Yeah, it's just the baby kicking.
The Jeep Grand Cherokee. Sleek and stable. Secure and able. Swift and savvy. Sounds like your style. Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Now get a 2007 Grand Cherokee with $3,500 cash allowance. Discover America's hottest products at your Jeep dealer.
Phillies baseball is brought to you by Chrysler. Inspiration comes standard. By Southwest Airlines, taking low fares farther. Visit southwest.com. And by WB Mason. Don't forget, for office supplies at amazingly low prices. Cool, but WB Mason. Brett Myers back out there for the 8th inning. Philly fanatic probably will go all 9. He's on the Phillies dugout.
Brett Myers running the bases out there, went hard from first to third, and then was on the bases the whole inning. And hopefully he'll go out there and be able to pitch here in the 8th inning. He has just been great here today. Tremendous split-fingered fastball. There's his curveball. Another breaking ball. He's had a good fastball, tremendous location, and giving up the 1 home run ball to Brian McCann on what looked like maybe a little bit of a down and in breaking ball. But through 7 innings, 95 pitches. Just a tremendous job by Brett.
Craig Wilson is going to lead off as a pinch hitter for Gonzalez. Ryan Manson is up in the Phillies bullpen. Wilson, who spent most of his career with the Pittsburgh Pirates.
See, Matt Smith was also up out there, so they have right left in case there's any trouble in this inning.
1 strike to Wilson.
Braves have that Soriano up out there, the guy they got from Seattle, who they say can really fire and think will help their bullpen a lot.
Just inside, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Pretty good pickup by the Atlanta Braves, picking up Wilson. He was one of the better hitters that Pittsburgh had.
1 ball and 2 strikes on the Toyota Major League scoreboard. Florida all over Washington 7-1. They're in the 6th inning. Miguel Cabrera. 2-run homer is first. Dontrell Willis, the recipient of those runs. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
See, Rod Barajas that time set up with a glove way up in the air for an intentional high fastball, hoping they get Wilson to chase.
Wilson's rung up. That'll be strikeout number 8 for Brett Myers. 1 down here in the 8th. And we'll bring on Kelly Johnson.
Just a terrific pitch. Myers continues to set him up. High fastball and then a breaking ball down by the knees. Giving that hitter different looks, different eye levels.
Some pitches throw there 2-2. Huh? A perfect breaking ball.
Yeah.
Right at the 100 pitch count now. 1 ball and no strikes to the top of the order, Kelly Johnson.
Have a lot more adrenaline flowing the first game. I'm sure Myers not filling time.
Just missed. 2 balls and no strikes to Johnson.
That would be usually a ball that you would get called strike as opposed to the high pitch. That was just a filthy breaking ball by Myers.
In the air to deep center. Rowan backtracks. Makes the catch at the warning track for out number 2. And we'll bring out Edgar Renteria.
Rowan going back. Got a good bead on this one. Catching that one easily. That ball up a little bit higher. Rowan will catch the ball out in center field. And obviously, you know, he'll give up his body to do it.
Renteria misses the breaking ball. He is flied out, popped up, and grounded out.
Probably a big hitter for Brett Myers right now, because with his pitch count the way that it is, and Chipper Jones on deck, and Matt Smith up, if Renteria were to get on base, they'd probably bring in Smith to turn him around.
Brett jumps in front of Renteria. No balls and 2 strikes.
Well, Montague called it on both sides. Borderline pitches. They seem to get strikes.
Fly ball deep center field. Rowan back, and this ball's out of here. Game tying home run, Edgar Renteria. So Myers had him buried in the count. No balls and 2 strikes, and made a mistake. Gave him 1 to hit, and he didn't miss it. Put it right over the center field fence.
Yeah, you don't see that very, very often. Well, I should say you see it a lot more in today's style of play. No balls and 2 strikes. I can't ever remember hitting a home run, and I see balls smoked. No balls and 2 strikes. Renteria hitting this ball as perfect as you can hit it. Right off the center field wall. No doubt about it. When he hit it, just a matter of how far it was actually going there, Harry.
And so that'll be it for Brad Myers. He was 1 out away from perhaps getting a win. Now he'll get a no decision as Renteria has tied the game here in the 8th inning. Brad, a good job, but made a mistake on that 0-2 pitch to Renteria. So we have a pitching change for the Phils. We're tied at 3 on opening day. Back after these messages. Rollins takes off. The throw, he's safe. Fine play, excellent job. Well hit. Great catch. Struck him out. Diving up. Great grab. Fine play, excellent job. Well struck. Well struck. This could tie the game. It is out of here. Great grab. Fine play, excellent job.
Catch Goosebumps all season long with a ticket plan that's right for you at Phillies.com.
The Jeep Grand Cherokee. Sleek and stable. Secure and able. Swift and savvy. Sounds like your style. Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Now get a 2007 Grand Cherokee with $3,500 cash allowance. Discover America's hottest products at your Jeep dealer.
Let's see the line on Brad Myers. 7 2/3 innings, 4 hits, only 4 hits, but 2 of them home runs. 9 strikeouts, 2 walks. Can't win the game and he can't lose it. And he had Renteria buried 0-2, but then a fastball right there, and Renteria did not miss it.
Well, the crowd's roaring. There's all that adrenaline right there, and it looked like Brett just overthrew a fastball a little bit. You know, he's trying to get him right there, and that pitch looked like it tailed right back into the middle of the plate. And to Renteria's credit, he hit it out of the ballpark, dead center.
So now it's in the hands of Matt Smith. Smith, the 27-year-old southpaw, who came over from the Yankees and Bobby Abreu deal. Chipper Jones will bat right against him. Chipper's been on all 3 times. He has walked twice and singled. One ball and no strikes.
Phillies are going to guard the line with Helms at third base now, and Rafael Soriano continues to throw in the bullpen. The hard-throwing right-hander for the Atlanta Braves. He'll be coming into the game.
One ball and one strike to Chipper Jones. Inside 2-1. Folding with that pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Chipper.
Jamie Moyer over there talking to Brett Myers. That's like having another pitching coach in your club.
And a half swing trickler to short. J-roll charges, throws out Chipper. And that'll be all for the Braves. They do tie it on Renteria's homer. 1 run, 1 hit. And nobody left. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Phil's 3, Braves 3.
Can't we stay another day?
Sure. Florida. Easy to get to, hard to leave. Go to Southwest.com for Southwest Airlines $49 internet specials from Philadelphia to Florida. Purchased by April 5th.
You are now free to move about the...
I want my WB.
See the driver starting up a new day. Bringing all your office needs your way and my way.
I want my WB.
I want my WB. Office lady waiting to be set free. Set free. Now watch your hero man with a delivery.
Free delivery.
Oh, the WB Mason.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Phillies and may not be reproduced nor retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Phillies.
After this series with the Braves, Phils will be on the road, but return here to Citizens Bank Park against Craig Biggio and the Astros Friday, April 13th. That'll be a 7:05. That'll be a Hatfield Phillies Frank's College Dog Night. College Night students receive a ticket discount with valid ID. Order your tickets online at Phillies.com and use the promotion code COLLEGE. You can order your tickets online at Phillies.com. April 13th, Houston will be here at 7:05. This is 27-year-old Rafael Soriano. Last year at Seattle, he was 1.22 saves at 2.25 ERA. He's a strikeout pitcher. He's averaged more than a strikeout per inning pitch in both the major and minor leagues. As Rios mentioned, he throws hard, and that one got up there at 94.
Fastball slider, they say he doesn't have a whole lot of off-speed stuff. He just comes right at hitters.
And Burrell has struck out, walked, and singled. 2 quick strikes to Burrell.
They're not even guarding the line, are the Braves. They have Chipper Jones off the line. Guess figuring Burrell's not going to pull it. And there's different philosophies in that on whether you do it or you don't.
Just missed with a slider, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Usually if it is down the line, it's going to be an automatic double. That's why they usually try and take the doubles away.
Fouled off the fastball. Still a ball and 2 strikes.
Phillies get Tom Gordon up in the bullpen.
Denied, 2 balls and 2 strikes. I think Flash will come in if the Phillies score or do not score.
Charlie said he'll use him in a tie game at home.
Okay.
So yeah, I do.
Hot shot, just foul, just barely foul. Hit it hard but foul. Still 2-2 to Pat Burrow.
Well, he's not going to pull maybe a fastball down the line, but he got a hanging slider here.
Yeah, he did. He got a hanging slider, but the fact is he was out in front of that ball. He did hit the ball hard. That ball, if he's right, he really smokes probably someplace else. Left center, left field.
Popped him up on the right side. Foreman in foul ground makes the play. Burrow is retired. That's 1 down. That'll bring on Wes Helms. Helms is 1 for 3, has doubled and knocked in a run. Fouls off the fastball, 1 strike.
Now they changed a little bit, and they put the third baseman towards the line, Chipper Jones.
On the Toyota Major League scoreboard, the Reds have a 3-0 lead on the Cubs. Adam Dunn has hit 2 home runs in that game against the Cubs. Dunn off to a roaring start.
I saw a little bit of Adam Dunn during spring training. This guy that stands about 6'6", 6'7".
Little cue shot. And in a hurry is McCann, and he throws out Helms. That's 2 down. That'll bring on Aaron Rowan. Rowan's 2 for 3 with a pair of singles. He has knocked in a run.
Kelly McCann, an easy play there. You know, not a fast runner in Helms, and all he needs is that first baseman get off that bag a little bit, give him a target.
Slider off the end of the bat.
For fastball slider from Soriano. I mean, he's exactly as advertised. Everything is hard.
One strike to Rowan. Inside, nearly hit him. 1-1. Fastball right there. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pretty much consistently around 94 with his fastball is Soriano.
I think Rowan might have been looking for something else after that fastball in, more like a slider away and got a fastball.
Just a little bit low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. With it, full count. Ron Barajas due up next. Rowan works a walk. the 3-2 slider. So Aaron's aboard with 2 outs for Barajas, who was 0 for 3.
Throw him a hard slider away. Ball just off the plate. Good eye by Rowan. Just trying to get something going with 2 outs here in the 8th, bottom of the 8th.
One ball and no strikes to Barajas. Phillies move Greg Dobbs into the on-deck circle. If Barajas reaches, he would bat for Smith. Fastball for a strike. One ball and 1 strike to Barajas. And a rip at a fastball, but fouled it straight back. 1-2. Aaron Rowan first base, 2 down here in the 8th. We are knotted at 3 on opening day 2007. Ground ball, third base. Chipper has it. Throws across in time, and that'll be it for the Phillies here in the 8th. No runs, no hits, and 1 left. We move the 9th inning. We're all tied, 3-3. Rollins takes off. The throw, he's saved. Fine play, excellent job. Well struck, just to tie the game. It is out of here. Great grab. Fine play, excellent job.
You'll get goosebumps and a whole lot more when the Phils host the Astros the weekend of April 13th, 14th, and 15th. Check out the great promotions and free gifts. Order now at Phillies.com.
You've never driven anything like it. The Nissan Murano. Seamless, efficient acceleration from its CVT transmission. You've never seen anything like it. SUV versatility, 5-star safety rating in one beautiful package. Lease the Nissan Murano for just $299 a month. Feel it, see it, believe it. At your Nissan dealer now.
Professor, folks in town are worried that this is a plague.
As an Old Testament plague?
As in God, Moses, the whole deal. Is it blood?
The whole damn river.
God has sent me a message. I believe you're in danger.
Are you gonna kill my baby? No. Why not?
On April 5th, what hath God wrought?
How do we know it's real?
The Reaping. Rated R. Starts Thursday, April 5th.
Sunday, April 15th here at Citizens Bank Park will be the Houston Astros. That's going to be a very special day. A 1:35 game time. Southwest Airlines schedule magnet free for all fans. Hatfield Phillies Frank Stoller Dog Day. Model Sporting Goods kids run the bases for youngsters 14 under, and it's going to be Jackie Robinson's 60th anniversary salute. Special ceremony honoring this historic moment. That'll all be April 15th. You can order your tickets online at Phillies.com or 215-463-1000. April 15th against Houston. Flash Gordon is the Phillies' new pitcher. He comes on and they'll try to keep this a tie game, coming off a year in which he won 3 and saved 34. and was an all-star last year for the Phils. Faces Andrew Jones here. Andrews popped up twice and flied to deep center, and he lost this ball to deep right. But Victorino has room at the warning track. And that's one down on one pitch.
Flash Gordon, of course, in it just pitched a 1 inning. No need to double switch here. Pitcher due to bat first in the 9th inning, so they just go straight up with him in the 9-hole. Hope they get through the inning and then move on. And there is Chad Paranto up. Or, I mean, Bob Wickman up now in the bullpen in case they were to take the lead here. He's their closer.
Here is Brian McCann, and he has been the offense for the Braves. 2 for 3 with a double, a 2-run homer, and a strikeout.
In the 4th inning, you can see McCann, I should say, just exploding on a line drive. Had some more distance to go, but it was caught in that first throw.
Having it 1 to McCann. Slices a base hit to left field. Burrow will take it on 1 out. So McCann gets his 3rd hit. Braves only have 6 of them, and McCann has half of them.
Bobby Copp's looking around his dugout, see if they're going to run for him, and they will. They'll bring Pete Orr out to run for Brian McCann.
McCann, his 3rd hit. They only have 5 hits. 3 of the 5 hits collected by the Braves have been off the bat of Brian McCann, and Orr now pinch running for him at first. The batter will be Jeff Francoeur. Francoeur is topped out, flied out to left, and struck out. Beats a foul, 1 strike.
Watched last night Moises Alou playing for the Mets. He swings at the first pitch almost every time, and so does Jeff Francoeur. They are aggressive early in the count hitters.
Yeah, well, Mo has been doing that all his life. I mean, he's a fastball hitter. Moises Alou, the Mets now.
Real fastball by him to Tom Gordon. No balls and 2 strikes.
Just a good old-fashioned fastball up in the zone. Tom Gordon, no. And Montague calling a lot of high fastballs, a lot of high borderline fastballs.
And he gets him with a breaking ball. Finally hit for Francoeur. 2 down here in the 9th.
Boy, that's encouraging right there to see that big, hard yellow hammer from Tom Gordon, because that's his out pitch.
That's set up on that fastball that's up out of the zone. You can just tell Francoeur not having a good swing at that breaking ball at all.
Some Flash Gordon fans.
Scott Thorman has flied to deep left, struck out and grounded out. 1 ball and no strikes. Missing with that one. 2 balls and no strikes. 9th inning, we are tied at 3. Beats the ball right to Ryan Howard, but it's off his glove. He recovers, not in time, and that'll be an error on Howard. So that puts 2 men on base with 2 outs for Ryan Langerhans.
The ball had just trouble. Once it bounced up, Ryan located the ball. It just wasn't able to get there, or toss it, I should say, to Gordon fast enough. Gordon was there at the bag, but it just Didn't seem like he actually was able to tap it as well, but by then, everybody would have been safe.
Bounced up the middle. Utley a grab, and he's going to prevent a run from scoring. It'll be a hit, but Chase keeps it from going to the outfield and saves a run there. The bases are now loaded. It'll be an infield single for Langerhans.
They'll bring Brian Pena off the bench, too. Now a switch-hitting catcher who will remain in the game after they ran for McCann. So Pena will come in and bat for the pitcher Soriano with the bases loaded. And here's the play.
That's a tough play, and again, Utley saving a couple of runs, I'm sure, right there. Chase diving to the ball and catching it when you dive, and then you end up catching it. Then he has the mindset to even try and get it out, throwing behind the runner to third base. He's not playing that. He didn't get off the bag at all.
Yeah, that's the idea there, too, Gary. With 2 outs, you know, play your infielders as deep as possible, and what do they say? Knock it down. And Utley did that, and right now at least save the Braves from going ahead.
Usually that runner will at least round the bag and looking. Good job. Staying right on the bag.
Pena hit .293 this spring with a homer and 10 RBIs. Looks at a strike.
This guy's a couple of years removed from a Cuban defector who defected while they were in, a Cuban team was in Venezuela.
Two quick strikes to Brian Pena.
Yeah, Brian Pena is a very aggressive hitter, and he stands up there, takes a couple, maybe trying to bounce a breaking ball here, and Barajas has to block it.
Bases loaded, 2 outs. Chased a high fastball, missed it, struck him out. Got him on 3 pitches, and that's it for the Braves in the ninth. No runs, 2 hits, they lead them loaded. We go to the bottom half of the ninth inning. The Phillies 3 and the Braves 3.
What are you doing?
Should we pick him up? He has Bud Light.
He has an axe.
But he has Bud Light.
And an axe.
I'm sure there's a reason for it. Hey, buddy. What's with the axe?
It's a bottle opener.
Hop in.
Refreshingly smooth Bud Light. Always worth it.
Look, here's Bud Light.
And a chainsaw.
It's on, even when the lights aren't.
It's on when there's an emergency.
It's on whenever I need it.
With Verizon, if the power suddenly goes out, your phone stays on, and that's important. And now, when you add high-speed internet and TV to Verizon's reliable phone service, you get all 3 together on one bill for one low price. So sign up today. Verizon, it's the network.
It's time to hit the road during the Chevy Spring Sales Event, where you'll get 0% APR, plus $1,000 bonus cash on our best-selling car, truck, SUV, and more. Plus, hit the road with confidence thanks to our 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. It's the final days for 0% APR plus $1,000 bonus cash. It all ends Tuesday at the Chevy Spring Sales Event.
See for yourself. Shop and compare at ChevyShowcase.com.
This Goosebump moment brought to you by Southwest Airlines, who are giving fans a free Philly schedule magnet April 15th. The same day you'll enjoy Hatfield Dollar Dogs and Modell's Run the Bases. Order now.
This year, when you can't be on to watch the Phils on TV, check out MLB.tv. You can log on to the internet to watch every out-of-market Phillies game of the season live. Catch those you missed on demand or listen to every radio broadcast live. Sign up today for MLB.tv, an unparalleled live baseball experience. For more details, visit www.phillies.com, where baseball is always on. Brian Pena stays in the game to catch, and Bob Wickman, the veteran right-hander, is the new pitcher. Wickman last year with the Braves 0-2 with a 1.04 ERA. He saved 18 games. Went to the Braves from Cleveland at the trading deadline. Overall, he was 1-6, including his work with the Tribe.
He came on last year and helped stabilize their bullpen. It was a little too late for the Braves because they had coughed up so many saves, but Bob Wickman did a really good job. He's a sinker slider guy. He throws a lot of heavy sinkers, occasional changeup, but mostly down with a slider and fastball.
Greg Dobbs is going to lead off as a pinch hitter, and he hits the ball on the nose right at second baseman Johnson, who throws Dobbs out, 1 out on 1 pitch. And it'll bring on Jimmy Rollins. J-Roll struck out his first 2 times up, then homered and doubled. We are tied at 3 here in the bottom half of the 9th inning.
Phillies have Ryan Madsen in the pen if the game goes to extra innings.
One ball and no strikes to Jimmy Rollins.
JR kind of finding his stroke again in this game after striking out twice. Homer and then doubled in the 7th. Phillies not able to cash in. Have runners on first and second and nobody out.
That was a huge spot when they had those runners second and third, scoring position, nobody out, and did not score. And of course the home run on the 0-2 pitch by Renteria then tied the game, and here we are now in the bottom of the 9th.
1 ball and 1 strike to Jimmy Rollins. Inside 2-1. Three balls and a strike.
I would be surprised, Gary, if Wickman throws anything middle in this spot.
He's very good at location. He doesn't give in to the hitter. JR looking to try and get his name in black print and square up on another ball.
It's a foul. It's a full count to Jimmy Rollins. 1 out, no base runners, 9th inning. We are tied at 3.
Wickman, another one of those pitchers that just has great demeanor on the mound, which means that he doesn't really get upset. Just goes out, pitches his game. Tomorrow's always another day for him. And knows how to pitch. Doesn't have the blazing fastball, but he's around the plate.
Rollins beats the foul. Still 3-2.
That was interesting there. You know, his best pitch is that sinking fastball, and he didn't give in there. He threw a 3-2 slider to Jimmy Rollins. A pretty good pitch that Jimmy just fouled off.
He can get all his pitches over the plate, what even makes him more effective. And he's not afraid to throw it at any time. Evident of a breaking ball, 3-2.
J-Roll chasing. And that's 2 down.
Well, he backed up sliders there. Jimmy Rollins probably figured he's not going to go 3-2 slider twice on me, and he does.
Pitcher's pitch, ball starting in the zone, breaking hard out of the zone. That's been the pitch so far today that has given JR a little bit of problems. If he takes it, however, that pitch is a ball, and also one other strikeout that he had, but it does look inviting when it's coming up to the plate.
Shane Victorino is 0 for 4, looking for his first hit. He has struck out twice. 1 ball and no strikes. Into left field, and that's a fair ball going to the corner. Victorino is going to get 2 on it, an opposite field double. And now Bobby Cox What are you going to do?
He's going to walk Ryan Howard probably, right? Take his chances with Utley, and you know that's not a pleasant choice.
Yeah, well, pick your poison again. Although that's why you have your scouts that go to different clubs. They know who's hot, who's not swinging the bat, who is, and then a lot of times they'll go just on that.
There's the high fastball. Ball didn't sink.
Oh, Victorino going that way, didn't try and pull it, just smoked that ball again down the left field line. Automatic double when that ball's hit, and the fielder has to go in and just pick it up.
Ooh, going after him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Howard is 2 for 4.
Probably won't throw him a strike, though, huh?
Yeah, well, again, as a hitter, too, you're looking now. We got a pitch to me with the game on the line. Here, we got a little match. Usually, your adrenaline goes up a little, as it would be if he walked Ryan to get to Utley. He would feel the same way.
1-0 to Ryan Howard. Victorino at second, 2 outs. 9th inning of a tie game. 2 balls and no strikes.
Might put him on now. I mean, they're obviously pitching around him, seeing if he would fish early, and he didn't.
Yeah.
And Cox is going to put him on.
Yeah. He'll be intentionally walked now. His first intentional walk of the year. Ryan set a club record for the Phillies last year in intentional walk.
Well, that was a case where, whoa, almost threw that over Pena's head. That's a case right there where Bobby Cox trusts a veteran. You get a veteran pitcher like Wickman, he's telling you, all right, if he wants to go fishing, let him do it. And Ryan Howard, to his credit, did not. And now he lets Utley try to win the game. Ooh.
A little Ephus pitch.
So the Phillies with 2 men on base, 2 outs for Chase Utley. Chase is 1 for 4 this afternoon.
Comes Roger McDowell out, and he can talk to Wickman about this, and they still have another base to play with. I mean, they do not have to challenge Chase Utley in this spot, give him anything to hit. They can still let him get on base and then make Burrell beat you right.
Well, that's the correct thinking, but Wickman, he's thinking about trying to get out of this right now. They don't like having runners on the base, especially bases loaded, simply because you throw a wild pitch, you end up losing the ball game that way. This should be a good match here.
But this is one of those cases where you go out to a veteran pitcher like this, and he knows what he has to do here. He has to either try to go get him, decide, no, I don't want him, I'll get the next guy.
So it's boils down to Wickman and Utley here in the 9th inning. 1 strike to Chase.
Great base runner at second base, and Shane Victorino. You know, you just figure a base hit has a heck of a chance to win the game, even with that gun in right field, Frank Coeur, because he's really deep.
Him up foul, and is it playable? Chipper's over. We're going extra innings. Utley fouls out to Chipper Jones for the Phils in the 9th. No runs, 1 hit, and 2 left. And opening day 2007 going extra innings. We're tied at 3 after 9.
No more toys.
Dog food, 15 points. Carpet cleaner, 5 points. Your total is 20 points. You are 2 points away from a flat screen TV.
Go get the toy.
With Citizens Bank Rewards, you earn everyday points toward rewards by using your debit card. Redeemable for gift cards, merchandise, and special rates on banking products. Only at Citizens Bank.
Had my hip replaced recently.
A couple months after mine.
Same hip.
Same doctor.
Same place.
Jeff.
The doctors are just so experienced.
It was unbelievable.
And everyone goes out of their way to make you feel comfortable.
Though I'm sure they had their hands full with,
You know who.
So I'm back now, as good as ever.
All that good?
Well, a little help from the old man here.
Who you calling old?
And Jeff.
See what our Orthopedic Center of Excellence can do for you. Call 1-800-JEFF now.
My truck better be able to tow.
Whatever I throw at it.
Tow my boat. Uphill.
Downhill.
Without burning up the brakes.
We asked the guys who use trucks to help build ours and got an available 381 horsepower V8 with standard towing capacity of over 10,000 pounds and among the largest front brake rotors in its class.
Stop on a dime.
The all-new, assembled in America Toyota Tundra, the truck that's changing it all. Get one at a great price.
Better have a lot of pickup.
Now at your Toyota dealer.
Well, we started the season with extra innings. After 9 innings, Phil's 3 and the Atlanta Braves 3. Our W.B. Mason delivery of the game came from Edgar Renteria. Fred Myers had him buried, no balls and 2 strikes, and Renteria went deep to center field, and that was a game-tying blow, a home run for Renteria. That was our W.B. Mason delivery of the game.
I kind of wish he didn't hit the ball. No balls and 2 strikes. Just make him work for it. Myers' credit, just going out trying to blow it by him. He had good stuff all day, and I guess that's what you would call one of those quality starts.
Yeah. Ryan Madson is the Phillies' new pitcher. Ryan's won 11, lost 9 last year. Sometimes starter. And he's facing the top of the order here. Kelly Johnson leads it off. One the count to Kelly Johnson. Johnson is 0 for 4. Two balls and a strike. Three balls and a strike. It's full count. Madsen had a good spring. He was 0-0 with a 1.69 ERA in 9 games. He had a save. Struck out 9 and 10 and 2/3 innings, walked only 1. Ooh, just missed inside. Asked Charlie Manuel about Ryan Madsen, the fact that he is evidently going to stay in the bullpen.
That's definitely going to help him if he knows his role. I made this statement last year about this time, you know, like when we made a starter out of him, I didn't want to, you know, like move him around because, you know, like I wanted to give him confine his role and keep him there. Well, you know, like this year, definitely we're going to keep him in the bullpen.
So Ryan Madsen will be in the pen. Here's Edgar Renteria. He tied the game with the 8th inning home run. See if he's bunting here.
That's why they threw over to first to see if he'd show anything. He did not. They know with Chipper Jones on deck, if they bunt, probably take the bat out of his hands and they'd walk him.
He goes around a bunt and bunts foul. 1 strike to Renteria.
And you look down their lineup right now, too. Of course, you have Andrew batting 4th, but then the pitcher spot is number 5. And off the bench, they have Matt Diaz and Chris Woodward available, both right-handed hitters.
Right now, they don't want the closers going 2 innings anyway, that you're going to be counting on them during the course of the season. So usually they'll be throwing their 1 inning and getting out.
And most managers don't like to use a closer in a tie game on the road because that means 2 innings. And as you say, you know, the odds are you're not going to use the 2 right now.
The Phillies need to be careful here on this 1-1 count. Renteria's been showing punt. Ryan charging hard. Helms charging hard and invites a swinging bunt.
Johnson first base, nobody out. He is still bunting and bunts foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
That'll probably turn him loose, you would think, with 2 strikes. Ryan Madsen trying to get him out.
Didn't look too comfortable and trying to bunt the ball there for Renteria.
That's Brian Snitkers, the new third base coach. Of course, Freddie Gonzalez was down there for the last few years, and now he's the manager of the Florida Marlins, and he's 1-0. Well, he's not yet won yet, but they're winning 9-2.
Flares a foul. Still a ball and 2 strikes to Edgar Renteria. Kelly Johnson at first base. Nobody out here in the 10th. Blocked by Barajas. 2 balls and 2 strikes. To deep right center field, and this ball's out of here. Opposite field home run. Edgar Renteria, his 8th inning home run tied the game. His 10th inning home run has given the Braves a lead 5-3.
Many times you see a guy up there to bunt, doesn't get the bunt down, and then that happens. Fastball out over the plate.
So Renteria.
Well, Renteria hitting his 2nd home run of the season. Anytime a hitter starts hitting that ball straight away center field, this ball was smoked to right center.
Chipper Jones hits a deep but foul to left field. Home run distance but foul. Chipper is 1 for 2 today with 2 walks.
What Bobby Cox decides to do now, he has Chad Paronto out in the bullpen. He's just standing there right now. Wickman's spot will come up after Andrew Jones, who's on deck.
He might let Wickman go on and hit. With a 2-run lead as opposed to, or even the 1-run lead. And Bobby Cox goes to try and win the game for today. Doesn't worry about the game being played tomorrow.
And he has an off day. Yeah, he got an off day.
1 ball and 2 strikes here to Chipper Jones. Two and two. Chipper goes down swinging. 1 down. It'll bring out Andrew Jones. Andrew's 0 for 4. He has twice popped up, fly to deep center, fly to deep right.
Got your answer. Matt Diaz has moved into the on-deck circle to hit for Wickman, so they'll try to finish it up with Paronto.
One strike to Andrew Jones.
There's Diaz.
Two strikes to Andrew. This is a hitter's friendly ballpark, Citizens Bank Park, but Andrew has not had success here. Coming into this game, a lifetime 184 hitter in this park. He's 0 for 4 today.
Ball seems to carry, especially in the right center. Left field, the confines are pretty short. 329 right down the line.
Ground ball smothered to third. Andrews thrown out for out number 2. And Diaz batting for Wickman. So 2 outs here in the 10th inning, but 2 runs are in on the 2-run homer by Renteria.
Saw a lot of this guy last year. He is really strong to right and right center field. Play him slightly to pull with Rowan, but he has driven a lot of balls against the Phillies hard to right field.
It's this one to right, shallow right. Utley makes the play, going away. But Edgar Renteria has given the Braves a 2-run lead with his second home run of the game. We go to the bottom of the 10th, 5-3 Atlanta.
It's time to hit the road during the Chevy Spring Sales event, where you'll get 0% APR plus $1,000 bonus cash on our best-selling car, truck, SUV, and more. Plus, hit the road with confidence thanks to our 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. It's the final days for 0% APR plus $1,000 bonus cash. It all ends Tuesday at the Chevy Spring Sales event.
See for yourself. Shop and compare at ChevyShowcase.com.
Hey, honey, look at this one.
I wonder if you can still hear the ocean.
Hi, you've reached the ocean. Sorry I can't answer your shell, but ever since St. Petersburg Clearwater was named home of America's #1 beach, I've been doing the talk show circuit. I got a new book coming out. Oh, and I got this new fragrance called The Beach. Chicks dig it.
Well?
Yeah, it's just a working title.
Wrong shell.
Don't worry about the tides. They know what to do. Oh, and if this is you, Carlos, feed the fish.
You've never driven anything like it. The Nissan Murano. Seamless, efficient acceleration from its CVT transmission. You've never seen anything like it. SUV versatility, 5-star safety rating in one beautiful package. Lease the Nissan Murano for just $299 a month. Feel it, see it, believe it. At your Nissan dealer now.
Chad Pirano, the 31-year-old right-hander, the new pitcher. Last year, Richmond 1-1 with 4 saves, a 1.02 ERA. He was 2-3 for the Braves in 65 games, 3.18 ERA, 56 2/3 innings. Struck out 41, walked only 19.
Well, there's a guy who's never had a save in the major leagues, and he's coming in here with a chance to get one right here.
Pat Burrell will be the first one to face Toronto. That'll be Wes Helms and Aaron Rowand here in the 10th inning with the Phillies trailing by 2. All of the Braves runs coming on the long ball. And 1 home run from Jimmy Rollins. 1 ball and no strikes to Burrow. Got that one over, 1-1. That one through there, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Bobby Cox is warming McKay McBride up in their bullpen. They are the left-hander. They use Gonzalez in the 8th.
2 balls and 2 strikes.
There he is.
Eden fouls, still 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes to Burrow. Chased low, breaking ball, struck him out. So there's one down. That'll be on Wes Helms.
Well, you're looking at Renteria actually tying up that ball game. Straightaway center field, had some more distance to go, and then in the 10th inning, he gets the Braves ahead with a 2-1 start in the right center. That ball was hit good. Ball really carries in his ball.
After he didn't get the bunt down. Crushed that ball. 2 straight, both home runs on 2 strikes.
Wes Helms 1 for 4 today with an RBI double. Two balls and no strikes. Into center field. Andrew Jones glides to it, and that's 2 down. On the Toyota Major League scoreboard, Yankees leading Tampa Bay in the bottom of the 8th, 9-5. A-Rod and Jorge Posada have homered for New York. It's up there and Rowan to keep this game alive. He is 2 for 3. He's been on base 3 of the 4 times he's been up. Rounded to third, backhanded chipper, throws across in time. Game over. The Braves have won the opener in extra innings by a score of 5-3. Edgar Renteria, our Chevrolet player of the game, tied the game in the 8th, won the game in the 10th. He is our Chevrolet player of the game as Atlanta wins it by a count of 5-3. Renteria knocking in 3 of the Braves' 5 runs. And we'll be back with the totals and a recap of this afternoon's game right after these messages.
I know you're going like, I saw your face. You know, I know what you mean. But I'm
Hey, honey, look at this one.
I wonder if you can still hear the ocean.
Hi, you've reached the ocean. Sorry I can't answer your shell, but ever since St. Petersburg Clearwater was named home of America's #1 beach, you know, I've been doing the talk show circuit. I got a new book coming out. Oh, and I got this new fragrance called The Beach. Chicks dig it.
Well?
Yeah, it's just a working title.
Wrong shell.
Don't worry about the tie-ins. They know what to do. Oh, and if this is you, Carlos, feed the fish.
Hit the road. It's the Chevy Spring Sales Event, where you'll get 0% APR, plus $1,000 bonus cash when you buy an 07 Cobalt. Plus, hit the road with confidence thanks to our 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. That's 0% APR, plus $1,000 bonus cash when you buy a Chevy Cobalt. Hurry, the Chevy Spring Sales Event ends April 3rd.
See for yourself. Shop and compare at ChevyShowcase.com.
So who's your favorite player? That was easy, right? What about picking your favorite Hearst kettle chip? Little tougher. That's because all our kettle chip flavors deliver extra hearty taste and a big crunch. Now, picking your favorite chip might not be easy, but it sure is fun. Hearst kettle chips. Great taste is in the bag. when you make hers yours. All right, let me guess. Boardwalk salt and vinegar?
No one knows horsepower like Dodge. And during National Truck Month, Dodge is giving you the power you need. A no extra charge Hemi V8 upgrade on our hardest working trucks, like the legendary Ram 1500 and the roomy Durango. Or get a great deal on the rugged Dodge Dakota. And now get up to $5,000 cash allowance, plus the no extra charge Hemi engine upgrade on one of the longest lasting, most durable family of full-size pickups. It's National Truck Month, going on now only at your Dodge dealer. Home of America's hottest products.
Phillies baseball has been brought to you by refreshingly smooth Bud Light. Always worth it. By Citizens Bank, not your typical bank. By Southwest Airlines, taking low fares farther. Visit southwest.com. By Toyota Tundra, it's a smart way to keep moving forward. And by Independence Blue Cross. When you have the most preferred health plan in the region, you'll never feel alone. Back at Citizens Bank Park, it's the long ball that did in the Phils today. And 10 innings Braves over the Phils 5-3. Brian McCann, a 2-run homer. Ned Guerrero hit a pair of home runs. Solo shot that tied it. 2-run homer that won it. Braves 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors, and 6 left. The Phillies 3 runs, 10 hits, an error, and 10 left. Bob Wickman wins it. He is 1-0. The loss goes to Ryan Madsen. He is 0-1. Chad Pirano records his first major league save in Atlanta's 5-3 win. Our next telecast will be Wednesday when the Phillies take on the Atlanta Braves, and Game 2 will be on CN8 at 7 o'clock on Wednesday night. Cole Hamels goes against Tim Hudson. Producer of Phillies baseball, Jeff Halleckman. John DeSangro is the associate producer. Our director has been Ray Tipton. For Chris Wheeler and Gary Matthews, Harry Callis, thanks for watching. In 10 innings, Atlanta 5 and the Phillies 3. Stay tuned now for Eyewitness News coming up on CBS 3.
Moving ahead, we are CBS 3. Moving ahead, we are CBS 3.
It's the moment baseball fans have been waiting for. Opening day for the Phillies at Citizens Bank Park. But it's a day of disappointment. The Phils kick off the season with a heartbreaking loss. Good afternoon. I'm Angela Russell.
And I'm Mark Howard, and you saw the game live right here on CBS 3. And win or lose, there's nothing quite like opening day for the fans. CBS 3's Robin Rieger starts our live Team 3 coverage at Citizens Bank Park. Hi, Robin. How are you?
I'm good, Mark. Somebody was just asking me directions to the subway. We had to get Bob Kelly to work already and put him in the right direction. Fans are leaving a bit disappointed after the game today. However, it's not how they went into the game. Phillies fans had plenty to cheer about on opening day.
Well, where else would you want to be in Philly? Opening day for the Phillies, best team they ever had. Youth, enthusiasm, desire.
Perfect weather. The morning turned into such a great day.
You had a great cheesesteak from Rick's. Not working, having a great day.
They were so excited. In fact, they couldn't get into the park and into their seats fast enough.
We've been Philly fans our whole lives, and I especially like being here because of my son. He's about the biggest Phillies fan you could possibly imagine.
The home opener was packed with excitement from the U.S. Navy Leapfrog team, bringing in the first ball to Ryan Howard's first single. You could call it the social event of the spring season, with so many open areas in Citizens Bank Park to stand around, chat, and cheer on the Phils. It's bringing everyone together.
Everybody's so friendly. Everybody's high-fiving and vibing everybody.
Great weather, pumped-up crowd. All in all, a great day. And it was a great day. That kid was absolutely adorable. Most of the people had a great time today because it was opening day, and they enjoyed all the festivities here. And then as people leave, okay, they got a little bit of disappointment, but you know Phillies fans will be back. We're going to send it over to Bob Kelly now, who's got some traffic. You had a great day in the park today, right?
Beautiful. I'm working on my suntan out here, but unfortunately, we don't have any happy Phillies fans coming out of the park behind us.
All right, get them home safe.
You got it. We're going to try sold-out crowd hitting the roads. Come on, hit those jam cams. A live look at I-95. I-95, this is right outside of our stadium complex here, as not only the folks walking across the street, they're hitting 95, jam solid southbound from that Girard Point double-decker bridge down toward the airport. Northbound, same deal, Penn's Landing heading up to Bridge Street. A lot of folks took the day off. We had a very light morning rush hour. A lot of folks played hooky today as well. The Schuylkill Expressbound westbound, heavy from South Philadelphia out toward Belmont Avenue. A lot of folks also took the Broad Street subway down here, which is good news. The trains are waiting to pack them up to take them on home. One of the folks that played hooky, Carrie here from Chester County. You're a home opener veteran, right?
3 years in a row, Bob.
Now, we've lost 3 years in a row.
Yes, but it's still fun. I come down for the traffic report.
There you go. I'll tell you what, you're not going anywhere fast. If you know anyone that's been down here at the game, tell the kids what they're going to do for dinner tonight.
Put the pizza in the oven. It's going to be a while tonight.
Mommy's going to be a while. Back to you guys in the studio.
That looks like fun, Bob. Thanks so much. You know, it's an absolutely beautiful day today. CBS 3 in Lower Saucon Township, Northampton County, or people were outside enjoying the warm weather. But don't put away those winter coats just yet. Meteorologist Kathy Orr has our first check of the weather. Kathy,
don't jump ahead, Angela. Yeah, let's enjoy it while we have it. We will be seeing some cooler temperatures, but that comes later in the week. Unfortunately, bad timing for the Easter holiday. But today, temperatures soaring, 27 degrees already. 7 a.m., 44. Right now, 71. That normal being 57 degrees. The normal, not too bad, but temperatures in the 70s feeling good this afternoon. In Philadelphia, I mentioned 71. How about 75 in Millville, 78 degrees in Dover. To the northeast of our area, even warmer in some locations. In Allentown, pleasant at 70, Pottstown 73, and 72 degrees in Reading. Some cooler air far to the north and the west in Erie and also Cleveland, but we remain mild for the rest of this evening. Overnight tonight, it will be a little bit on the cool side, but that's all relative this time of year. Overnight in Philadelphia, 50, elsewhere in the 40s. Coming up, we'll talk about how long this summer baseball-type weather will last and when we will shift back to more winter-like temperatures. Mark?
Thanks, Kathy. Well, students attended their first day of classes at the brand-new Amish school in Nickel Mines, Lancaster County, PA. That school's opening comes exactly 6 months after a truck driver murdered 5 girls inside that school and then committed suicide as police closed in on him. More now on today's Rebirth from CBS 3's Brandy Bell.
As the sun rises over Nickel Mines, so too do expectations that this quiet Amish community can regain some normalcy. This man who didn't want to show his face thinks the new school will help with the healing.
Well, the best it could, you know. There was a lot of grief that had to be dealt with, as well as counseling for the children.
Buggies driving by, horses grazing in a field, and kids on scooters. There certainly are signs that life has gone on. Important community members say, especially for the children.
We have a concern that they don't get exalted in any way because of all the attention that they get.
And to look at these children before school this morning, hanging out, playing ball, appearing to enjoy themselves, maybe things are a bit better. This man also wants his identity protected.
I think the children were ready to get back to the new school. I didn't think they were going to open it this year, but I think the children were ready.
It has been 6 months to the day since Charles Carl Roberts entered the old schoolhouse and systematically shot 10 girls, killing 5 and wounding 5 others. He then killed himself. So normal may now mean something different. The new school will have locks, a panic bar, and is set away from the highway.
Will there ever be a normal again?
I don't think so. I mean, you know, there's 5 children missing. And I don't know how, it seems to me these scars will be with the children forever.
So the new school is quite a bit different from the old one, but it's probably safe to assume the children are a bit different than they were 6 months ago as well. Reporting in Nickel Mines, Brandy Bell, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
Now to a CBS 3 Eyewitness News exclusive. One man is under arrest in Montgomery County, charged in a widespread identity theft case that investigators think will get even bigger. CBS 3's Leslie Van Arsdal is live in Montgomery Township with more. Leslie?
And Angela, the suspect in this case would use a fake ID and withdraw $2,000 to $4,000 at a time to not raise any suspicion. Now, at this bank right here behind me, he was successful. But at a second bank about a mile from here, he wasn't. Montgomery Township Police first became aware of Gene Hunley of Philadelphia after he tried to withdraw $3,200 from this bank and was unsuccessful. Minutes later, a woman saw 2 men throwing what looked like ID cards into a sewer drain. Police then recovered these.
We have victims from Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New Hampshire, North Carolina, Arizona, California. And how he's getting the names and addresses we don't know.
This sparked an investigation involving 9 counties and 19 different police departments. Hunley finally arrested in Berks County after a bank teller was able to identify him.
Not only do the police pass information on to each other, but banks do also. And this guy came in and she looked at him and went, I saw a surveillance photo of this guy. Our main interest is trying to find out who he's getting information from, because he's getting good information with a person's name, address, date of birth, their bank name and bank account number. And he's not doing it just to one bank. He's doing it to at least half a dozen that we know of.
Susan Barry says she knows how real the threat of identity theft is.
Shredding your mail, if you get those checks from credit card companies, you know, all the time, just tear them up, not just in half. You've got to really tear them up small because they can go through your mail and piece it back together. Just make it harder for them.
Now, at this point, police say they don't even know how many victims are out there. Hunley is currently being held in Berks County, and Montgomery Township officials expect to charge him later this week. Reporting live in Montgomery Township, Leslie Van Arsdale, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Leslie.
All right, coming up on CBS 3 Eyewitness News, 2 earthquakes and a tsunami where villages are swept away.
Plus, looking for a new car? Should you buy? Should you lease? 3 on Your Side is going to tell you what some car makers are doing to help you decide.
Donald Trump makes a high-stakes bet with pro wrestlers. We'll tell you if he kept his famous head of hair.
And CBS 3 is moving ahead. We're going to take a look back at the people who made KYW history in the 35 years right here at 5th and Market. We'll be right back.
Eyewitness Weather sponsored by Lazy Boy. At Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries, you'll find more ways to get comfortable.
Find it all right here, find it all right here.
Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. We're the comfort authority with more styles, more fabrics. So you'll always find what's right for you and your home.
Find it all right here, find it all right here.
Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries.
Find it all right.
Spring break is here, so give your family a world of thrills at Six Flags Great Adventure, April 2nd through the 15th. Get your season pass at the lowest price of the year. It pays for itself in less than 2 visits. Plus, you'll get 5 free tickets for friends, the all-new Wiggles World Kids area, and free admission to our 350-acre drive-through safari. Buy your season pass at SixFlags.com or Pathmark food stores. Six Flags Great Adventure. You are here.
Thinking about selling your old car? Donate it to Volunteers of America and get a great tax deduction.
I don't want strangers coming to the house to look at my car.
I know. We'll give it to Volunteers of America and help those who are less fortunate.
Good idea.
Get a great tax deduction. Donate your car, boat, or RV to Volunteers of America. These people need your help. Donate your car to Volunteers of America.
Call 1-888-CAR-4-VOA.
Get a great tax deduction. Donate to Volunteers of America.
It is Broadway's best play with its original Tony-winning star, the incomparable Cherry Jones. It is the year's best-loved theatrical experience. This is Doubt, John Patrick Shanley's smash hit drama directed by Doug Hughes. Don't miss this very rare chance to experience the play that has theatergoers buzzing, with a star who is making history in the role of a lifetime, Cherry Jones. Doubt.
May 15th through the 20th at the Merriam Theater, part of Broadway Across America, Philadelphia. For tickets, visit Ticketmaster.com.
Eyewitness News.
The death toll of this morning's tsunami in the Solomon Islands is expected to rise well beyond the 13 known dead. You're looking at file video of the South Pacific Islands before a magnitude 8 quake beneath the seafloor caused 16-foot waves. Experts say it's the strongest quake that the islands have had since 1971. Now, the Solomons are a group of islands just northeast of Australia. Even longtime residents were left stunned by the destruction.
I've been in a number of small earthquakes and stuff here, and even some big ones, but nothing like this.
At least 4,000 people were left homeless, and an entire village was destroyed. Scientists counted at least 24 aftershocks.
To buy or to lease? That is the question that many of us face when we consider getting a new car. 3 on Your Side's Jim Donovan is here to let us know whether it's a good deal or which way is better.
I was pondering that question.
Where are you, Angela?
Yes.
Mark, good afternoon. With interest rates going up, a lot of consumers are shifting gears and thinking about leasing.
Susan Johnson has been leasing her cars for years. She gets a tax write-off because she's self-employed, so leasing has always made economic sense. But lately, she's noticed that leasing deals are revving up.
I think there are better deals in leasing today than there was years ago because the whole market has become much more competitive.
In fact, car leasing has grown by 21% in the past year, while rising interest rates have slowed car sales. That's leading many car manufacturers and dealers to change tactics to get new customers in the door.
They would like the customer to be in a lease because they're in a new car every 3 years, compared to if they bought it, it might be every 5 years.
Experts say that these deals come with more flexibility for customers. Things like better interest rates, shorter lease terms, and lower drive-off fees or down payments.
It ensures that if you really like cars, you can get in and out of cars every couple of years with a minimum of hassle.
The first step is to figure out exactly what you'll need in a lease. Things like the amount of mileage you're likely to drive each year, the length of the contract, and the down payment you can afford. Then compare those terms on leasing websites as well as with your local dealers.
Now, even with all of these new deals, not everyone is a good candidate for leasing, so you really need to weigh it carefully. The best deal for you. Mark, Angela?
I know I'm a buyer because I like to drive the car till the wheels fall off.
Exactly,
Yeah.
but some people like to change over cars every 2 or 3 years and get more car for their money.
Right,
So that's why
yeah,
leasing,
makes
you know,
sense.
especially if you don't drive a lot of miles.
Well, you'll all be happy to know that Donald Trump is going to keep his hairdo.
Woof.
Yes.
He beat out WWE tycoon Vince McMahon at WrestleMania's Battle of the Billionaires. Let's see Donald bald, though. Interesting.
Oh, dear.
Wow. I mean, what a nice day. Just as you said it would, and we had some rain, and then it cleared out, and it was just...
Perfect baseball weather.
Oh, perfect. Everyone I spoke to, a lot of folks that have worked at the stadium for a very long time or worked at the vet before, said that they do not remember such a gorgeous opening day, and I don't either. Temperatures around the region soaring some 30 degrees into the 70s. Oops, we've done it again. Outside right now, we are looking at a beautiful Independence Mall in the hall outside of our studios here at 5th and Market. This is our last 4 o'clock broadcast from this location. As you know, we are moving uptown, would you call it, Mark? Crosstown. Okay, to 1500 Spring Garden. A beautiful picture. We will miss this gorgeous view. Temperatures, as I mentioned, soaring some 30 degrees today. Early this morning, you saw the drizzle and fog, and you probably thought, wait a minute, it's not going to be 70 degrees today, but 44 at 7 a.m. Once the fog broke, temperature soared to 74 degrees. That is our current temperature. Right now in Philadelphia, 74 to the north and the west, pretty mild. Reading at 76. How about 79 in Wilmington, 78 in Dover. Down the shore, a little bit of a sea breeze, still some fog, and 61 degrees. Drier, warmer air moving in. The fog has moved out, and we will be seeing some cool temperatures overnight. But the 70s will continue to spill into Philadelphia. Our air will be coming from the southwest. Louisville, 77, Memphis 79, so this is what we have in store tomorrow. Later in the week, the wind flow out of the northwest, and 40s and 50s will be more common, but for now, we'll enjoy it while we have it. Looking into the future, it's going to be like going from summer to winter. Monday, Tuesday, mild. By Wednesday, we're talking about transition day and a big chill coming from the northwest. By Friday, temperatures will be plunging into the 40s. Lows in the 30s and 20s, so it's going to be the tale of two seasons by the end of the week. Clear and mild tonight, 46 to 52 for those overnight low temperatures with a west wind. For tomorrow, partly sunny, warm again, 68 to 73. Winds, of course, will be light. And on the exclusive Eyewitness Weather, 5-day forecast. Wednesday, some showers, maybe even a thunderstorm, 60 degrees. Thursday, 52 and partly sunny. Friday, 49. That's in the city. The morning low, freezing. And by Saturday, Holy Saturday, if you're celebrating Easter, 48. The morning low, 32 degrees. We'll update you on any forecast changes next half hour. But in the meantime, if you're celebrating Passover, happy Passover.
Okay, 70 and 30, all in the same.
Crazy 5-day.
Yeah.
Thank you. Beasley Reese is live at Citizens Bank Park with what's coming up in sports. Hi, Beasley.
Hi, and what a day here at Citizens Bank Park. Beautiful weather for the home opener. A lot of fun for all these fans, but we lost the game. We'll talk about that and more coming up in sports.
Honey Nut Cheerios?
Here's to the happy couple.
I'll take an end piece.
Honey Nut Cheerios. When something tastes great and can help lower cholesterol, what's not to love?
Honey Nut Cheerios. Be happy, be healthy.
Hit the road. It's the Chevy Spring Sales Event, where you'll get 0% APR, plus $1,000 bonus cash when you buy an 07 Malibu. Plus, hit the road with confidence thanks to our 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. That's 0% APR, plus $1,000 bonus cash when you buy a Chevy Malibu. Hurry, the Chevy Spring Sales Event ends April 3rd. See for yourself. Shop and compare at ChevyShowcase.com.
Guys, is the pizza here? Honey?
Pizza's here.
Nobody can resist Pizza Hut's totally topped Lovers Pizzas. Right now, get your hands on a fully loaded medium meat lovers, veggie lovers, or any lovers pizza for just $9.99. Or go large for just $2 more. Want more toppings? Get America's favorite pizza, Pizza Hut.
Don't forget to order a side of wings with all your Pizza Hut orders.
A furious winter storm is paralyzing traffic. Meanwhile, in Mexico, the sun is shining. Enjoy Acapulco's fantastic weather. Mexico, beyond your expectations.
What's your reason for calling Empire today for your new carpet? Shop at home convenience? We'll bring brand name samples to your home so you can choose the color and texture that's just right for you. Immediate installation? Empire will install your new carpet next day. On a budget? Save with warehouse direct prices plus no payments till April 2008. Shop at home, next day installation, and no payments till April 2008. All great reasons to call Empire today. Call now.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today.
Serious accidents, serious injuries. You've been hurt in a car accident. Your loss was sudden and senseless because someone else was careless. You need money for medical bills and lost wages. You want to make sure you and your family get the money you deserve.
I'm Marvin Lundy. Call me right now.
If you've been hurt in a car accident, get serious. Get Lundy. Call 1-800-LUNDY-LAW. Experienced attorneys, impressive results.
And welcome back to Citizens Bank Park. This was a day to celebrate here. I have never seen Philadelphia fans en masse so happy, positive, upbeat going into a season, probably because of what happened across the street with the 76ers and the Flyers this season. These fans were pumped up. As it comes to the game, the Braves were the Braves. Now, the Fightins did survive the Hall of Famer, John Smoltz. But with the Braves, it's always somebody. Andrew Jones, Chipper Jones. Today it was Edgar Renteria with 2 home runs. That home run in the 10th inning of play, a 2-run shot. And I tell you, the fans still positive even in defeat today. The final 5-3, the game opener under beautiful sunny skies here in Philadelphia. Now, also before the game, a very moving ceremony for John Vukovich, who the Phillies organization in Philadelphia lost to cancer this year. His son threw out the first pitch, Vince Vukovich, and so much emotion here. He talked about the experience.
It was unbelievable, and you know, the Vuk chant, that almost kind of sounds like a boo until you're a real Phillies fan and you realize that it's a Vuk. It was amazing, the crowd, and such a great feeling.
It was absolutely moving, and a great opening day here at Citizens Bank Park and on CBS 3. Live from the ballpark, I'm Beasley Reese. Now back to you.
Oh, thank you, Beasley. Off and running.
Yep, coming up in the next half hour, we're talking travel trouble, passenger delays, lost bags. The list is long, and it's getting worse. We're live with the results of a new air travel study.
Good evening, I'm Mort Prim with Roy Weisinger.
Good evening, I'm Diane Allen.
And as we get ready to move to a new home, we look back at the people who were part of KYW history. We'll be right back.
CBS presents this program in color.
Are you ready to move ahead? We are. And you haven't seen anything like it. Tonight, you will. We are the most innovative, advanced, energized television station in your town. We are CBS 3. We are moving ahead.
I just want a little bite.
Why do moms and kids everywhere love Entenmann's Little Bites?
I just want, Entenmann's, give me a little bite, little bite. Give me a little bite, little bite.
They're the perfect snack for home, school, and on the go.
Oh, I just want a little bite, little bite. I just want a little bite. Give me a little bite. Entenmann's.
New packaging and 100-calorie packs at your favorite retailer.
It is Broadway's best play with its original Tony-winning star, the incomparable Cherry Jones. It is the year's best-loved theatrical experience. This is Doubt, John Patrick Shanley's smash hit drama directed by Doug Hughes. Don't miss this very rare chance to experience the play that has theatergoers buzzing with a star who is making history in the role of a lifetime, Cherry Jones. Doubt.
May 15th through the 20th at the Merriam Theater, part of Broadway Across America, Philadelphia. For tickets, visit Ticketmaster.com.
I always feel sad and hopeless.
I have no energy and have problems sleeping.
I'm not interested in anything.
If this sounds like you or a loved one, you may want to know about a free medical research study of approved medications to treat depression. If you're 18 to 65 with symptoms of depression, toll free 1-877-993-9292 to learn about this important research study, or visit ifeelblue.com 1-877-993-9292.
This Eyewitness Health Alert was sponsored by Independence Blue Cross.
When you offer your employees Independence Blue Cross, the most preferred health plan in the region, they'll never feel alone.
Hey man, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You're watching CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
New at 4:30, if you've taken a plane recently, I probably don't have to tell you this, but airline hassles are on the rise, and more passengers are getting fed up. That's according to a new study. Some airlines that do business at Philadelphia International Airport didn't do well in the study. CBS 3's Dick Standish has the full report.
U.S. Airways is flying routinely, but the travelers have the same complaints as during the recent storm chaos.
We're going to see if we can find our lost piece of luggage.
Westchester woman just kept her sense of humor.
You cannot get through to complain. You cannot make a phone call. You cannot get someone on the phone.
A mother and her 3 children left Miami with 4 suitcases, but only 3 of them arrived.
We have no clue. We don't know what's going on. Our Bermuda flight left without us, so now we are trapped here for the night.
This Richmond woman was given some complimentary toothpaste.
They have sent our luggage, even though they wouldn't send us on.
A study was done at Wichita State University of government data on travel. Of all the traveler complaints received by the U.S. government last year, tied for first as most likely to be complained about, United and U.S. Airways. The biggest issue, luggage.
They broke the handle. They said, well, we can't do nothing about the handle. It has to be damage to the bag itself.
Paid $700 for his wife's suitcase. Unhappy pilots, disgruntled labor, low morale, says a sign U.S. Airways pilots have posted.
They don't want to help you. They don't have to help you because nobody else helps you.
These travelers fear little will change in the year ahead. Dick Standish, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
A Newcastle County man is under arrest, charged with a hate crime. Here's the suspect, 42-year-old John P. Gillen. On Saturday, police say Gillen followed a family of 4 in his vehicle. He then slashed one of their tires, they say, and later chased them around a church parking lot with a knife, all because of their race. Police have not disclosed the rest of the story. Police are hoping this surveillance picture will help them catch a suspect who stole a car from Wilkie Lexus in Bryn Mawr, Montgomery County 2 weeks ago. Investigators believe the man took the keys to a black 2002 Lexus GS3 from the showroom in the afternoon. He then returned later that evening and drove the car off the lot. If you have information, you're urged to call police. The Philadelphia Archdiocese announces plans to begin a year-long celebration marking its 200th anniversary in our city. Cardinal Justin Regali signed a bicentennial proclamation. He says the theme of next year's celebration is serving the people of God in the beginning, now and always.
We will begin our celebration with a pilgrimage from Philadelphia to the Basilica of the National Shrine of the Immaculate Conception in Washington on April 28th, where we will rededicate ourselves to Jesus Christ through the Immaculate Heart of Mary.
The Catholic Church was established in Philadelphia on April 8th, 1808.
All right, check this out. New Jersey Governor John Corzine is publicly endorsing Senator Hillary Clinton in her campaign for president. The announcement was made at midday in Elizabeth and North Jersey. Corzine described Clinton as, quote, remarkable, and added that if President Bush hasn't brought us out of Iraq, she will. Corzine also signed into law legislation moving New Jersey's primary election to February 5th, starting next year. Officials hope that will give the state more influence in presidential elections. Meantime, Senator Clinton reports raising $26 million for her campaign between January 1st and last Saturday. That's more than any other presidential candidate, Democrat or Republican, in the current race.
Thank you very much.
We here at CBS 3 Eyewitness News are moving to new headquarters tonight in a different part of Philadelphia. At the same time, we are remembering the history of this building, a history made by the people who worked here on and off the air. CBS 3's Robin McIntosh, who's been at Eyewitness News for 39 years, takes a look back.
Good evening, I'm Vince Leonard.
The legendary Vince Leonard was the main news anchor during most of the 1970s after this building was constructed in 1972. Vince is now retired.
Good evening, I'm Jackie Hayes.
And I'm Jerry Penacoli.
Good morning, I'm Malcolm Poindexter, and welcome to Newsmakers.
Good evening, I'm Mort Krim with Roy Weisinger.
Good evening, I'm Diane Allen.
Diane Allen, now a New Jersey state senator, recently shared memories of her years as a news anchor here.
I started working at KYW back in 1976. I started there when Jessica Savage and Mort Krim and Vince Leonard were there, Bill Custer, a great group of people. I always loved the building at 5th and Market because it was new back then, and everything was state-of-the-art and just so exciting.
Firemen are on the scene of a huge blaze.
Over time, we've lost some of our colleagues, such as Jessica Savage, who will always remain in our hearts.
I'm Jack Jones for the Eyewitness News team.
Jack Jones died from cancer 15 years ago.
Tonight, the boss is back.
Siani Lee was killed in a car accident in 2001. The popular Mike Douglas show was broadcast nationally from this building for many years. Mike died last August. Today, we're able to bring in satellite reports from almost anywhere on Earth, as well as remotes from our area. But technician Ann Amico, who retired recently after 37 years at the station, remembers what the first remote was like.
I had no idea what to do. Got on the phone, called one of the engineers. He walked me through it. We did a live shot. It was the first live shot done out of this building.
It was on a weekend back in 1972 that I took part in the first Eyewitness News broadcast from this building. Brand new reporter in a brand new studio, little realizing that 35 years later, I'd still be here speaking with you. Now, as we prepare to close our doors for good here at our studios at 5th and Market Streets on historic Independence Mall, Eyewitness News is ready not only to move out, but to move on, to write and report some new history, realizing we're really not leaving home because our home is right here with all of you. We're simply changing our address. On Independence Mall, Robert McIntosh, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
And, of course, stay with CBS 3 as we move forward on TV and on the web. Our new address is 1555 Hamilton Street, right around the corner at 15th and Spring Garden. Our tip line is the same, 1-800-223-TIPS. And, of course, we're always online at cbs3.com.
All right, it's time now to check back in with Bob Kelly, who's getting a tan at Citizens Bank Park.
I tell you, down there where the Phillies home opener didn't end very well, but it did end, and it threw a lot of cars into the highways. Right, Bobby?
You got that right, gang. Good afternoon, everybody. We're coming to you live from out front of the ballpark again. The attitude is a little slow, but we still have faith, everybody? Phillies fans, diehard Phillies fans are out front here. If you know anyone, if they didn't leave by the 8th inning, they're most likely stuck in the jams. A lot of folks did stay as we pan back here. You can see McFadden's, the restaurant, which is in the ballpark. That has been packed, lines to get in there. Here's a live look right here at Patterson Avenue, just stacked and packed from end to end. Folks trying to get on to I-95. Speaking of 95, let's go live to a live look, one of our PennDOT cameras. I-95, this is Broad Street on your right, just stacked up. Again, a single file getting out of the stadium area up onto 95, and that delay goes southbound down all the way to the Blue Route, northbound. We even got the honkers out here. Heavy from Packer Avenue pretty much all the way up to Bridge Street. Westbound on the Schuylkill, about a 1-hour crawl from Passyunk Avenue into Gladwin, into New Jersey. If you're waiting for someone to come home, heavy 130 down to 55 on that freeway. There's really only one accident right now. It's northbound on the Roosevelt Boulevard at Ryan. The Broad Street subway was certainly the way to go if you were coming down to the stadium area. Back here live at the intersection of Broad and Patterson across the street, as you can just see, bumper to bumper. And if you know anyone who's typically coming home for the normal rush hour, they're getting hit blindsided by all of these folks. A sold-out crowd on the way home after a Phillies loss. Mark and Angela, back to the studio with you guys.
Thank you, Bobby. Tough job he's got done.
Oh, yeah. Hard work.
Oh, still to come on Eyewitness News at 4. A possible new and easy way to test your baby's risk for developmental disorders, including autism.
And imagine going on a thrill ride and not being able to scream. We're going to tell you which community wants you to enjoy the ride but keep your mouth shut.
And cashing in on Canute, how some folks are capitalizing on the baby polar bear's cuteness. Kathy.
Temperatures soaring some 20 degrees above normal today. This weather roll will last, but not for long. I'll show you with the 5-day coming up as Eyewitness News at 4 continues.
Filene's Basement is now open at Mercer Mall. Get the latest trends and world-famous labels you would expect from a high-fashion retailer, but without the high-fashion prices. Amazing bargains at 30 to 60% off department and specialty store prices every single day. Now shop at Mercer Mall at Route 1 and Quaker Bridge Road. Log on now to filenesbasement.com and sign up for email and receive a 20% off coupon. Filene's Basement, where bargains were born.
There for you when you need them. You don't go through a big menu and try to hope they'll call you back. They're there when you call them.
We like the friendly, non-pressure type way they went about it, so that was one of the big reasons that we went with Sterling.
When I call Sterling, I get a human being on the phone, and I get response. I don't have to wait 3 or 4 days.
Sterling is personally and family-oriented.
Julia McGregor loves Kansas basketball. She drives to the games in her Pontiac G6. The upgrade in power gets her there fast. The upgrade in design gets her there in style. And the upgrade in seating capacity gets her there with tonight's rival coach, Bob Knight.
See you after the game, Coach Knight.
Get your upgrade now at the Pontiac Upgrade event. And qualified non-GM owners can now get 0% APR financing and $2,000 toward a new G6. Visit PontiacDealsOnline.com.
Come see me at the Learning Annex Real Estate Wealth Expo and learn the secrets to success. I've done it, so can you. I'll teach you how to think big just like me and make more money than you've ever dreamed possible.
Great information, very motivational, and 100% recommended.
Don't miss Donald Trump. Get a 3-hour training with Tony Robbins. Become an automatic millionaire with David Bach. Get motivated with Mega Grill entrepreneur George Foreman. Plus John DeMartini of The Secret, the hit movie that teaches you the law of attraction. And tips of 52 money-making experts. Call now and pay only $99 for your weekend pass.
Stop dreaming and start doing. Register now.
The Learning Annex Real Estate and Wealth Expo is in Philadelphia, April 21st and 22nd. Seating is limited. Call now or go to learningannex.com. Save $80. Use coupon code Donald99 and pay only $99 for your weekend pass.
The Learning Annex Real Estate Wealth Expo. Don't miss it or me.
You think you have in-law problems?
Next, Dr. Phil.
Veteran Phillies broadcaster Harry Callis kicked off opening day by ringing the opening bell at the Philadelphia Stock Exchange. Harry was joined by a couple of the Phillies ball girls, and Wall Street kind of liked that act. And after a wobbly day, things ended up. At the closing bell, the Dow Jones Industrial Average was up 27, almost 28 points. Heavy trading, 2.8 billion. The NASDAQ High Tech Index up change, 62 cents, but still fairly heavy day, and it was in the black. And the S&P 500, the broader index, up 3.5 points. So overall, not a bad day on Wall Street. Ange?
Well, we got a story for you. I don't know if you're going to believe this, but thrill seekers visiting the Scandia Family Fun Center in Sacramento are finding a new rule a little bit hard to take. Neighboring homeowners are threatening to sue operators if they can't keep their customers from screaming on rides. The manager says it may sound funny, but anyone who screams will be ejected from the park.
If you feel like you might make any noise, cover your mouth tightly with your hand like this, because if we can hear the noise, we're required to take you off this ride. Okay. So it's aggressive.
Now, the ride they're concerned with stands 168 feet tall and spins at 60 miles an hour and pulls 3.5 Gs. And here's the best part. The ride is actually named the Screamer.
In health news, a new study focuses on the importance of diagnosing autism early. A new study released by the Journal of the American Medical Association reports an early indicator of autism and other development disorders. Doctors say that children who fail to respond to their name by age 2 should be brought in for evaluation. The disorder is not usually diagnosed until age 3 or 4.
In other health news, imagine your child in constant pain and being powerless to stop it. It's a terribly difficult situation, but medical reporter Stephanie Stahl has the story about how some kids are stopping pain with the power of their minds.
You go all the way down into that deeply relaxed state.
Rachel Lopez is learning to hypnotize herself to ease terrible pain.
The painful spot is going to become smaller and smaller.
Rachel suffers with chronic pain that started with the skin condition eczema, but the pain syndrome continues to make her feel like her skin is on fire.
It felt like somebody was putting a lighter to my skin and holding it there.
People will be experiencing pain even when there's not necessarily a clear injury or reason for them to be having it.
There are some medications and other treatments, but they often don't work for the mysterious chronic pain syndrome. So Rachel is learning to make the pain go away herself.
3.
She's learning to transfer the pain.
Pain is in your hand. Take the pain and throw it as far as you can. See ya.
Hypnosis also worked for Kelsey Ploskin, who sprained her ankle during a soccer game. After months of agony, she was finally cured.
And I walked in there with crutches and like the big black boot, and I walked out of there with just a sneaker on.
Now, doctors say there's always a chance the chronic pain will return or the hypnosis might stop working. I'm Stephanie Stahl, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
A Berlin zoo is cashing in on Canute, the celebrity baby polar bear. The cubs spawned a major retail brand, including teddy bears, candies, and T-shirts, even CDs. The zookeepers say the money they're raking in will go to benefit all the animals at the zoo. Canute captured worldwide attention after his mom rejected him shortly after he was born in December. Canute would not like our weather today. No self-respecting polar bear wants to sit at 70 degrees in the sun.
A lot of people here love
But
it.
boy, yeah, we liked it.
But guess what?
What?
By the end of the week, Canute is going to be so happy he can come to Philadelphia. It's going to be summer and then winter this week. Maybe even in those higher elevations like the Poconos, they could see a few snowflakes. And that's crazy, but it's not unheard of. Outside our weather window, looking at a beautiful deep blue sky, low humidity, temperatures comfortably in the 70s. You're looking live at the National Constitution Center. This is our view from right here outside our studios at 5th and Market, our last day. We're going to miss this neighborhood, but we're excited about our new home. Let's take it to the numbers. Right now in Philadelphia, 74 degrees, 78 in Dover, 79 degrees in Wilmington. How about Allentown at 73? Not too bad this afternoon. Still seeing some patchy fog through Atlantic City and some shore points, keeping temperatures in the 60s, but not too shabby when you consider the average high this time of year is only in the 50s. Fair weather, high pressure sitting over us with a southerly wind, so warm air moving in, and it's not going to go away anytime soon. Our prevailing wind out of the south, you can see the southwest of us, Louisville, even Memphis, temperatures well in the 70s, Raleigh at 83. This is where our weather is coming from, so more warm temperatures before the cold returns. You can see through the Great Lakes and also through the northern plains, temperatures in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. We will see transition day by midweek, but another warm one tomorrow. By Wednesday, watch this blue. This is the colder air that's over the Dakotas right now in Minnesota, producing 30-degree temperatures. This makes a run at the northeast into the mid-Atlantic, and we get downright chilly with highs in the 40s, lows in the 30s by Friday and into the holiday weekend. For tonight, clear and mild, 46 to 52 degrees with west-southwesterly winds. By tomorrow, still mild, light winds out of the south, partly sunny, warm again, 68 to 73. Now, watch the 5-day forecast. This is where it gets interesting. Wednesday, transition day, cooler air moving in, the high 60 with showers, maybe even a few thunderstorms. Thursday's high 52. Friday, 49 with a morning low of 32, and cooler on Saturday. That is a look at the 5-day forecast. We'll be back with more news right after this.
It's Shoe Week at Ross, featuring the top brands, the latest styles for spring, and savings of 40 to 70% compared to department stores. So spring into action and save big during Shoe Week at Ross.
Looking for the hottest styles at the guaranteed lowest prices? Then don't miss the 44-hour sale at Rooms Today, where you'll find savings of up to 50% or more on all the latest home furnishings. Add a touch of French elegance to your home with this 5-piece all-wood bedroom, now just $8.99. Or choose from a huge assortment of queen beds, many by American Signature, starting at just $199, and pay nothing for 6 months. Don't miss the 44-hour sale through Sunday at Rooms Today. Your furniture, your way.
One candidate, Tom Knox, is independent, spending his own money in his campaign so he can take on the machine politics that have failed Philadelphia. Only one candidate, Tom Knox, is a successful businessman with a proven record as Ed Rendell's deputy mayor, getting the job done, balancing the city's budget. Want to put more police on the streets and make our schools safer? Only Tom Knox will take on the party bosses and has a proven record of getting the job done.
The Blackjack, fully loaded, deceptively thin. Your connection to HBO Mobile with full episodes from Entourage. And The Sync, another source for HBO Mobile, with scenes and highlights from HBO's hottest shows. Our latest phones with video, vibrant MP3 sound, and hot HBO Mobile content. At a very popular price. Singular, now the new AT&T. Your world delivered.
Neighborhoods have always trusted their independent Thriftway and Shop and Bag supermarkets to give them what they really want. Really good meats.
Save on Hatfield whole boneless smoked hams, only $1.99 a pound. Regular or light Philadelphia cream cheese, just 79 cents. Stock up on assorted varieties of Land O'Lakes butter, only $1.99. And 24-pack bottles of Snapple or Mystic drinks or teas, now just $9.99.
Thriftway and Shop and Bag, serving our neighbors one at a time.
Colleen and Maureen are identical twins, have identical cars with identical auto body damage. Colleen uses Maaco, and Maureen another auto body shop in town. Colleen's car was repaired faster and cost $400 less. Better get Maaco, America's Cosmolution specialist.
It's Shoe Week at Ross, with the latest styles for men, women, and kids. Save 40 to 70% on the top brands. So bring the whole family for great spring savings. Shoe Week at Ross.
It's time to check in at the box office.
Blades of Glory skated to the top spot this week. Will Ferrell and John Heder won over the audiences as two ice rivals who joined forces to become an unlikely figure skating pair.
Yeah, and that movie earned $33 million. In second place, Meet the Robinsons debuted with just over $25 million. And 300 still holding steady in third, earning more than $11 million.
Eyewitness News wrapping up at 4 o'clock, wrapping up for the last time here at 5th and Market. But there is more news coming your way in just an hour.
That's right. Larry Minty and Alicia Lane are here now to tell us about it.
Mark and Angela, the drinking death of a Rider University freshman stunned the campus. Now we're learning new details about his last night alive, including just how drunk he was.
Also, new mammogram guidelines for women are released, but some doctors are saying you should ignore them. The debate at 6. Mark and Angela.
Thanks, Larry. Alicia, that's CBS 3 Eyewitness News at 4. I'm Mark Howard.
And I'm Angela Russell. Now stay tuned for Dr. Phil.
On today's program, in-law threats. Today, guests say the problems with their in-laws have reached life-threatening levels.
You'll meet a woman who says there are days she fears for her life, and a man who says that his mother-in-law tried to run him down with her SUV.
And, of course, you can always log on to CBS3.com anytime for the latest news, weather, and sports as you look at the view from our new digs at 1500 Spring Garden. Oh, that's the Constitution Center. That's our present digs.
We'll see you at the new digs,
For
though.
1 more hour and a half. Dr. Phil is next on CBS 3.
Moving ahead, we are CBS 3.
America's changing shape with Dexatrim Max 2.0, now in 2 delicious new flavors.
Gives me and my water a boost.
Size 8, here I come. Helps curb cravings. A healthy way to max out your weight loss. Dexatrim Max 2.0, max out your water.
Consider this.
A 3-act mouthwash. Act 1 kills germs for fresh breath. Act 2 restores minerals to prevent tooth decay. Act 3 strengthens tooth enamel up to 2 times harder. It's the one with fluoride. Act Restoring Mouthwash. 3 acts, 1 bottle.
Spring break is here, so give your family a world of thrills at Six Flags Great Adventure, April 2nd through the 15th. Get your season pass at the lowest price of the year. It pays for itself in less than 2 visits. Plus, you'll get 5 free tickets for friends, the all-new Wiggles World Kids area, and free admission to our 350-acre drive-through safari. Buy your season pass at sixflags.com or Pathmark food stores. Six Flags Great Adventure. You are here.
DSW, unleash your passion for shoes.
We have light-colored tile with beige grout throughout our whole house. And let me tell you, I didn't think it was that dirty. That is until I called Stanley Steamer to clean it. I couldn't believe the difference that they made. It was like we had brand new floors again. I'm really glad I called Stanley Steamer.
Call today for the $99 tile and grout cleaning special.
Call 1-800-STEAMER. Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Today on Dr. Phil.
We've all heard of in-laws that don't get along. Wait till you hear this story.
I went outside and I saw my mother trying to run over my husband.
Not once, twice.
I pulled the car away and it went into a spin.
She started doing donuts around me. I immediately picked up the phone and called 911. I told them that my mother-in-law just tried to run me over.
You won't believe how far some in-laws will go.
You said I can have him killed. You said I know people from high school.
We're in a